Welcome to 2D Trash Cast.
Echo.
Because there's an echo because I had it pulled up. All right, Tim, respin this bitch.
All right.
All that.
All right, here we go. Once more from the top. Hello, and if you're new here, welcome to 2D Trashcast. And if you're a veteran, why are you back? It's me, your boy, Studio Mappa's new employee wellness inspector, and with me I have 2021's worst anime watchers, Nick and Travis. What's up, guys?
Oh my god! Smooth start, like I said earlier. Fucking great.
And the 2021 with the train wreck, like my life.
It wouldn't be 2D Trashcast without technical issues. That's for fucking goddamn sure.
That's a good question. I'll be leaving.
You know what the-
stay.
You know what the problem is?
Travis keeps echoing. It's crazy. Shut up. Nuh-uh.
You know what? Someone just punched Tyler. Actually, Travis, you punched Tyler. You're closest to him.
Am I echoing, or is that him just being a dickhead? Oh,
It's because he's besides me. Wow.
I told you.
I'm
I
like sitting here like, what's wrong? It sounds fine on my end.
I told you from the jump that's what it would be.
Oh, man. I hate you. I'll just open up Scribbs's.
you know, it's better. I can't wait for him to buy his own house and get the fuck out of here.
What a fantastic start. All good? All right, good. Then we can sort of get this train rolling. So, I hear him say it and then it comes through the stream. Yeah, no shit.
There's a 3-second delay.
That's fine. Yeah, that's usually, that's per normal. So then this episode, right, is the beginning of season 3, but also since 2021 is coming to a close, we're going to be discussing what anime and manga have been like over the year, per se. And so we're discussing, favorite shows and other series. And as we look forward to 2022, we'll also talk about some of the other series that we would think will be worth checking up on, come around the new year. But there's a lot. Going over this list again, there's a lot of shows. Like 2021 definitely didn't have its shortage of
No
anime.
sleepers, dude. I mean, there was
sleep. I'm sure there were sleepers, but like there was.
It was no season to laugh at for sure. No year of anime to laugh at.
Yeah, I know a lot of people.
Unless you have taste like Tyler.
Yeah. Well, fuck. If you're Tyler, then anything is made by default.
Yeah, there was a lot. Yeah, there was a shit ton. So hopefully we'll be able to cover some of it. Cover our favorites and our most hated. I only have one. I only have one for worst anime, so mine won't be long.
I don't have like a worst, but I have a disappointment if that counts.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, Platinum End was laughably bad. Yeah, if it didn't come out at the end of the year, I think it'd probably be in my worst. But since it came out so late in the year, I just didn't even watch it.
The thing with Platinum End is I personally liked the idea of Platinum End. The issue I had with it was the fact that like the more I watched it, I was just like, I'd rather just go back to Death Note. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah. The entire time, like it has a great concept. It sounds cool on paper. Platinum End sounds cool. Platinum End was made by the Death Note peeps. Yeah, same guy. So like the whole time I'm watching it, I'm in the same boat as Tim. I'm like, I could just be watching Death Note though. You know what I mean? Like I could just be watching. If I wanted to watch something from this guy, I could just watch his better property.
Yeah, now that's not to say that in and of itself the show is not unwatchable. I would definitely say if you were a fan of Death Note and don't kind of hold it to like a super, I guess like a higher standard than most other shows in its category, then I think you could watch Platinum End and enjoy it. But I was just like, I don't know, man. Death Note is very hard to top in terms of how, interestingly enough, it was written to have characters like Light and L, only to be kind of countermatched with the new kid on the block for Platinum End, and then his Incursio counterpart. Whoever
The
like
entire
the hero
problem
man.
I had was he was so fucking whiny.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of used to the whole whiny pro tag thing now, but like my whole thing was like his like rival was ass. You know what I mean? Like they just weren't as good as Death Note's rivalry at all between the MC and the bad guy.
That's because the rules. I didn't even say the rules were backwards because it was just bad. Like the main character's writing was just bad.
I mean, I thought it was fine. He did have a shitty life. I mean, I can't blame him for having that outlook.
Yeah,
that
but
he
for,
did
I'd
at the
rather him
start,
be a
but,
like a dickhead for having a shitty life than that whiny little bitch that he actually was.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
mean,
or like move out.
well, he's
you know?
probably not in a position to do so before he met the angel, right? I mean, look, I'm not saying he couldn't have gotten himself out of the situations, that it didn't help that he was completely antisocial,
He
but
didn't have to try to kill himself.
yeah, well, he didn't, and then the shenanigans continued. I mean, I like some of the aspects. It wasn't like every character was stupid,
Yeah.
but like, it's just that I would rather just watch Death Note again. If that,
like I
if
said,
that ended up being the
really cool
case.
concept, just poor execution. I think.
Yeah. So when you're trying to watch it, and Crunchyroll told you told you about it, and then they were just like, "Oh, no captions. You want to watch it? You want to watch this without subtitles?"
Yeah.
Anime on hard mode, so you dipped.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know.
your technical difficulties saved you from watching some boring ass shit anyway. So you'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Oh God. Yeah, I mean, I liked it a lot. It was it was pretty good. All right, so how do you want to do honorable mentions first, or do you want to run anime of the year and then go on your way down? And then
Honestly, I don't care. Whatever you want to do.
we can do anime of the year. You can probably just get a bunch of it because
All
we
right.
probably talk about those in depth the most.
Let's have Travie go first.
Yeah, I know. Travis,
Are we
I'm sure you're
doing
itching about
like?
it.
Are we doing like the ones that are just given, or
Just do your like number one first.
And then we'll just kind of spiral from there.
Like what you enjoyed the most this year.
Yes.
So that's what I enjoyed the most this year is a toss up between three, which would be Jujutsu
Okay.
Kaisen, Tokyo Revengers, and the fuck is it?
Tokyo Revengers big PP shit.
yeah.
I agree with ACOG on that one.
And in the second season of Slime was really good too.
Second season of Slime was really good.
But out of those big ones that that everybody already knows were good, Blue Period's probably my favorite anime of the year.
Really? Whoa!
Blue Period was
with
pretty
the,
good.
Come with the out of the blue hit right there. I wasn't expecting that.
Honorable
Blue-
mention for me is Faraway Paladin, but I don't know.
Faraway Paladin's been
Was
pretty
it?
good so far.
Yeah, I did start in 2020.
Oh well, it ended in 2021, so it counts.
No, does it though?
Yeah, that's a gray area.
we're
Yeah.
just taking fall 2021 shows.
Can't wait for the movie though, dude. Honestly, because it covers the first 4 chapters of the manga, and I ended up reading them, dude. It's so good. It's so good. I can't wait for the movie.
I was going to say Jujutsu Kaisen. Apparently, it broke. I mean, it didn't break any records, but it started really well in its box office. It was like
Dude.
almost like 3 billion yen or something.
Dude, you go on like Hello Talk right now. That's like all my feed is.
Well, at
Just
least it's not Demon
JJ
Slayer
Carter.
anymore. I was so sick
Yeah.
of seeing Demon Slayer on there.
Yeah, it's all JJK Zero stuff. So I think it's still gonna carry. It's still got a head of steam over there. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see where it ends up.
I'm sure a lot of people will be looking forward to like a season 2 if they ever reveal that, if that's the thing for them.
Yeah.
Once MAP is done like torturing their employees with other stuff.
Mhm.
So the fact that Jujutsu Kaisen is doing as good as it is really nice to see. And yeah, I mean, it still has to technically compete with Demon Slayer's anime
Mhm.
because that started, and that's doing pretty well for itself at the moment. But yeah, I think Jujutsu Kaisen starting off that way is pretty good. I can appreciate that.
Yeah, but like back to chat, like with the whole 2020 stuff. Yeah, we had that issue yesterday when we were trying to figure out worst anime. I was like, dude, Sing yesterday for me. That was my worst anime 2021. And then we looked it up. It was like early 2020. It was spring 2020. I was like, what the shit? I feel like I just hated that 2 days ago.
There's a lot
long
of stuff
2
in
days
the
you're
most
living.
recent seasons where I was like, man, why is this so long ago when I feel like it was just yesterday?
Right? Yeah. But like 2020 anime feels like I just watched it.
So I found the list. I was trying to find it the entire time of my animes of the year, my 5.
Okay.
Without being like the mains. It is Blue Period number 1, Remain number 2,
Oh,
Vivi was number 3,
Ooh.
Tsukamichi was number 4.
Wait, which one was Tsukamichi?
The kid got like isekai and he had like god powers and he tamed like a bunch of demons.
I definitely did. I definitely didn't
It was
watch
that.
that. That's
yeah.
a heavy sleeper, probably.
I'm already snoozing.
I mean, I enjoyed it. So this is my list.
He shut the lights off. He's like, all right, I'm going to bed.
Bro, the second, dude, it's like when you say isekai, it's like the dude from like Cat Dogs, the little rat guy. He just was like, all right, I'm heading back. Yeah.
Number 5 was the second season of Welcome to Demon School, Irma.
Ew.
Wow, I'm really. Wait, is that the one that the character designs kind of look like Hero Academia?
Yeah,
Like you had a solid start to your list, and then like my guts just got bubbly. Like, oh.
Hey,
like
I'm allowed to like what I like. Damn it! Now get out of here.
No, you do. No, you do. No, that's true. That's true. I mean, me and Nick have the right to shit on you for it.
I mean, I also have a top 5, so that's good.
Yeah, I only have the. I mean, I have a bunch of honorable mentions, but I only have the one. It's
Right,
an isekai.
yeah. We'll have a number 1 because that's what we were gonna do. But
yeah,
but I have 5 on.
Blue Period was my surefire number 1 because
Yeah,
I didn't even know
good.
I never even heard of it before that, and it blew me away. I think it's really well done.
Yeah,
I do think so too. The thing with Blue Period, it's nice because it's kind of like in a way, it just feels like a story of, the kid just trying to find himself because he's like, I need to find something to be passionate about. Oh, I like art. I want to describe what it's like, when I'm going out into, I forget what area was he in, like in the morning. He's just trying to describe what it's in,
Shibuya.
and his painting is not. Yeah, so it's Shibuya, and he was like, he's just trying to be like, it's basically just him, as most artists do, just putting your emotions on paper. And even though it's not like, drop dead gorgeous art, from him, right? The teachers were like, well, you got the passion for it, so you should definitely pursue it, and pursue it. He does, and it's really good. I mean, I think it's a really good story in that regard.
yeah,
And
I
Remain was my second place, so yeah, I guess it's the honorable mention for.
yeah. First honorable mention. First place honorable mention.
Amnesia water polo. I mean, I like that. It was definitely a good spin.
Yeah,
Good spin on the whole
Right,
sports
yeah.
thing, right?
yeah. It was definitely one of the more interesting stories. Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah,
sucker
where-
for sports anime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, true. Sports anime do get pretty good. I mean, the thing about Remain, it's a nice twist, right? Because it's most sports anime deal with, this character is either like a raw talent, it just needs refining, or they're just fucking ass and they just need to be better.
Right.
And in this case, for Remain, the main character pretty much has already done it all, but like he suffers amnesia, and because of that, he kind of has to relearn a lot of concepts, if not the whole entire sport of water polo from the ground up. And so that's pretty much what the anime picks up. It's really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Animation was really good too. In some portions, I was like, this is a little better than it should be.
Spoilers, ACOG.
The only thing that kind of, oh yeah, is it spoilers? If someone bumps their head and forgets about it, is it spoilers?
That plot point
Right,
pissed me
yeah.
off because I saw it coming. It's
Yeah,
raining. It's nighttime. He gets on a bike in a hurry.
Yep. No, we did. We're just being. I'm just being a dickhead.
No, Nick's just doing the thing.
Nick's just being himself.
Yes, he's being his best boy self. So,
yeah, because it's like, bro, why are you getting on that bike right now?
It's the
have you heard of walking? You should try.
It's like when something like that, for me, I always get this urge to just shut it off because it's like, it's going to happen and it's already making you mad,
like
and it didn't even happen yet.
It's like a week before the tournament, the big tournament that they're all looking forward to. If everything just stayed the same, it'd be all good, but nope.
Yeah. And it's just like, you can just feel it. You feel it in your fucking bones. You're like, I want to shut this off. It's because I'm going to get pissed. I'm going to get mad. I'm going to get so mad right now.
He's about to put on lo-fi beats to study too, because he's sad boy hours after that. Yeah, man, it was good. I do like the concept of Remain. I think it's definitely worth an honorable mention. Or anime of the year. I mean, some people really do like their sports animes.
I put it at second because there were so many like isekais and shit in the like the hype behind Horimiya was already there, and same with Nagatoro for me. So like, it didn't like catch me off guard as something that I was like, holy shit, that was great. Because I expected
Horimiya didn't make my list. I think if I made like a list of 20 anime for the year, it would make my list. But it didn't make my list.
Because there were shows that I already knew were going to be good that I was like anticipating, so they're not like, this list is like things that I didn't know what they were. They just blew me away completely.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, as for honorable mentions, I mean, you say it's a top 20, but like as I'm counting them, I'm like, damn, I think I almost have like 20 honorable mentions.
Yeah, it's easy to make. It's easy to make a list of 20 out of this year. It
Yeah.
really is.
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
of course, we would overlap each other. I think on a lot of
yeah,
things.
for sure. Yeah.
But it's easy to make a top 20.
Okay, so
out of this year.
just in winter alone, there was Horimiya, Mushoku Tensei, Doctor Stone, and Slime, and ReZero. There's 5 right there, and the quintuplets.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
Yeah.
6 right there, just in one season. Spider.
Are we? Oh yeah, Spider. Are we gonna do worst anime now too, or are we gonna do that after we all do our?
We'll do that.
Probably
after.
do it. It's probably good to get all the feel good stuff out the way and then
Okay.
rage really hard. And so
Dr. Stone was really good. I
Dr.
can't get
Stone was
into
super
Dr.
fun.
Stone, dude. I've talked about this 100 times. Like,
It's like I don't like science.
not on. No, science is cool, bro. Science is dope, but that motherfucker's got to use some science for them eyeballs, dude. Because that's why I can't watch it. I hate the fucking character designs. They're so
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, here's the thing, right?
Really, I thought
Boichi's
they were
like,
cool.
No,
So-
all the females in that show are fucking they're goddamn Sid the Sloth, all of them. Like their eyes are all the way out here. For what?
well, that's Boichi's preferences, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
I did finally want to watch I Eat Your Pancreas. Didn't know if I told y'all. Dude.
I'll go ahead and talk about it because I'm gonna tell you right now, you guys are just wussies.
No way, dude. Tim,
Was
you
he?
first of all, I have no feel like I'm dead inside, but Tim has no feelings.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
I'll
whatsoever.
watch that and be like, hey,
Bro, the
it was
feeling
sad.
that me and Nick had as we're sitting there next to each other in the movie, and she just gets
Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys did see it in the theater. I forgot about that.
cried real tears next to Travis in the movie theater watching I Eat Your Pancreas.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Same with Mugen Train.
Oh, yeah, Mugen Train too. Even though we knew it was going to happen already, it was just like sad to see it on screen.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I mean,
I cried
but
actual man tears next to Travis in the fucking
in
theater.
Pancreas though, like when she got fucking stabbed in the chest, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah,
in
we
the middle of the
audibly,
movie.
it was quiet as shit. Everybody was sad around us, and me and Travis just audibly gasped.
I was just like, "Are you fucking joking?"
Oh yeah, Tyler was there too. Yeah.
See what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. No, you know what? I'll be on the boat with Tyler on that one. It was sad, but I was just like, yeah, it's sad, and that's what it is. Very sad.
Mm.
I don't know if you catch me crying though.
I cried, dude.
I know you did.
I did. I cried, dude. I guess it's because like I just don't have any other emotions. So whenever I'm sad, that's like,
You want to see how hard I can cry?
yeah, you're just heartless. Yeah, he really is.
I'm
He
just
really
an
is
emotional
heartless.
guy. Okay, leave me alone.
I don't know.
like-
You see enough. Look, when you see enough sad stuff, I think you'll be alright.
Tim, I've seen Your Lie in April 6 times, and it still
Okay,
makes
are
me
you-
tear up.
Dude, I think you just watch it and you're just forcing yourself to tear up at this.
No, it makes me feel empty inside. I watch it so I can remind myself that I'm dead.
You were just like, oh wait, did I cry at this scene? Yeah, I should cry. now.
I watch it to remind myself that love isn't real.
You should have just joined it. Yeah, Tyler, that's what we literally told you
Yeah, we
5 minutes beforehand.
literally-
We were like,
Yeah,
yo,
but he
Tyler,
can't join
just
now
jump
because
on.
it's gonna
Who
fuck the
cares?
camera up, so he missed his
Yeah.
chance.
He didn't set it up.
We could have set something up for you and everything, and you were just like, no,
I gave
I'm
him
gonna
the
leave.
opportunity. You heard me ask him like 6 times.
I told him yesterday. I was like, dude, just be our first guest, and he was like,
Yeah,
okay, yeah,
yeah, we
I'm
could just
bald.
we could just call you other Travis. We just-
We'll have 2 bald guys.
we got 2 thumb boys. We
He
got
said
the
he thought
index
he-
thumb and the other index.
He said he
thumb.
thought he was leaving.
Oh,
Yeah,
whatever,
he thought.
dude.
He thought. That's
Whatever, dude.
That's
You ain't
that's
got
the key
nowhere
word.
to go, bro. It's Thursday.
yeah. What are you going on Thursday, huh?
Andy doesn't work
Yeah.
tomorrow, bro.
Rewinding back to Pancreas, though, it is a good movie. It's fantastic.
Oh, it's
I,
so good. Yeah.
I would definitely recommend it if
The
for some
name
reason.
you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know from the name, but yeah.
well the title's very misleading
Yeah.
because it just sounds like a fucking vor fest.
Yeah.
But it is really emotional. It's very good. We got 2 of the manliest men over here crying over it, so it has to be good.
Oh yeah.
It has to be
manly man.
emotional.
Yeah, manly man. I'm wearing a Gundam shirt.
Wearing a Gundam shirt, and got the fucking most thickest beard I've ever seen this side of the Mississippi.
It's because it's like 2 months into his 6 months of no haircuts or shaving, so it'll get longer.
No
yeah, it is
shade, no
actually
November
about 2
extended
months, yeah.
edition. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I had like
That's
a
pretty
nice
good.
haircut and it's fucking just gone instantly. It only takes like a week.
God, dude, I can only imagine what it's like for people that just like they shave and then like 5 minutes later they already have like a thick 5 o'clock shadow
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, how do you do it? Are you
Sometimes-
aging faster than you should?
Sometimes I'm a little jealous because like when I shave it too short, it takes forever to grow back.
Hmm.
But I also don't want to be like some of the dudes that we work with, and they're like shaving like every day.
Yeah. Yeah, Ray.
Literally my scalp. Literally your scalp. But tangenting, because we tangented off in Dr. Stone. Yeah, I know you have the issue with Boichi's girl artwork.
I fucking hate the character designs, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I
you know
mean
what's
the
funny? 'Cause
guys
the
don't look
dudes are
so
fine.
bad. Yeah, the dudes don't look too bad. I
the dudes
like
are
I like
fine.
Dr. Stone's character design himself. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's sciencey, you know what I mean? Like
Senku.
it gets the job done.
Yeah.
But like it's just
It's
the girls
just
are-
the characters.
they're just
Nick
so
is seething
bad.
inside so hard.
They're just so bad. I don't dislike it as much as Boruto.
Oh, dude. You know what? Speaking of which, it's been a while since we checked up on your progress. I'm surprised you haven't stopped yet. How's your Naruto run going?
He has stopped. When's the last time we
Dude.
watched it?
Yesterday.
Okay, but when you watch the actual story, not filler.
Oh, that's the problem. There's so much fucking filler, dude.
That is the problem.
I don't know if Travis was in the thing yesterday or not, but I'm literally on a stretch of 20 episodes of filler right now.
Yeah.
That's about right.
And then I looked, it's 20
All
episodes
right.
of filler. I looked, it's 20 episodes of filler, 2 episodes of not filler, and then back to 5 more episodes of filler.
Yeah, dude, it takes like, what, 20 episodes of filler? Dude, that's like 8 hours of your day gone. Like that. And you're just like, damn, I wish the story would move
Somewhere, dude.
at some point. Like, that's what I'll say. That's what we were talking about yesterday. Is like when you're watching filler, it's like some of the filler's fine, and that's great and all. But when you're watching it week to week,
Yeah.
like waiting
Oh,
for it to
yeah.
end.
Like I said, dude, if I was watching Naruto when it aired, I would have gave up. That'd have been it. I'd have been, nope, this is stupid. I'm not watching this. This is the worst anime I ever watched.
God, I hate it. Yeah, no, I mean, because you're in the you should be in the final stretch of filler, right? So, because with the tree, the dream trees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just trying not to spoil it, but kind of spoiling it.
Like kind of not Dream Trees yet. The Tsukiyomi's still like doing its thing, and Madara is like 6 paths Madara right now, but it's like he just turns into 6 paths Madara, and then you hit the filler.
Oh, so you haven't even seen the best fight yet?
What?
No, I guess not. I don't fucking know. What's the
What?
best fight?
By a night
Naruto fighting his
guy.
way out of a paper bag.
Oh, Mike! No. Mike Guy is after the next 5 pieces of filler.
So
Well, you got a while, man.
Yeah, the 2 pieces of filler is like him opening up his 8 gates or whatever it is, and then filler. Like the 2 pieces of not filler are Mike Guy like getting into the fight, and then filler.
Dude, I just
And then when it
remember-
re-picks up, then it's the fight.
Yeah, I just remember like at that point when it got to that portion of filler, it was so bad. I think it was just as bad, if not worse, than that original filler stretch between the end of Naruto and the start of Shippuden. It was bad. Like there was times where I was like, this needs to stop.
30 episodes of filler, and then 1 episode, which is the end, the last episode, and then Shippuden.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like some of these stories could be so good. I don't care if like Homer himself wrote it, right? But like, I don't care. Just end this thing already.
Just end it, dude.
Just
end it.
like-
End it before I end me.
Yeah, please. Nah, I mean but some of them are good standalones. So, but
Yeah, some of them are decent, but like looking back, like the one where Naruto's on the boat, that was like the worst stretch of filler of all time.
no more boat.
No more boat.
No more boat.
When he's going to that island, like before he to train with Killer Bee, like oh my god, dude, those
They're
were
good.
some of the worst. The ghost boat, dude.
Yeah.
He just like meets some ghost kid, thinks it's a real kid. The whole episode, the whole time, you think this is like a real life kid,
Yeah.
and then at the very end, he's just fading away, and you're like, "Oh fuck, that was a ghost? That's stupid." Literally, the whole episode was for nothing.
And he goes like, "Did he learn anything? Probably, but is he going to remember it? No."
Yeah, right. Because it don't matter. It's filler.
Yeah, that's like the worst fucking part of it all.
Yeah.
But it's
Didn't watch a
okay.
single bit of Naruto or One Piece filler.
The power filler.
It's good.
The
Yeah,
power filler was good.
Power Filler was good. I
Power
mean, it was.
Filler was great.
I think that was essentially just a movie.
It was,
Which
yeah.
was
It was
broken down
movie
into, like,
quality
6
animation and everything. But it was like
ads.
it was
Like-
dumb because Naruto doesn't use that ever again up until he gets like starts fighting Obito.
Yeah, it wasn't because during that Power movie arc, whatever it was, I was like in my head, I was like, I guess Studio Perriot definitely has bodies to spare.
Yeah, right.
So they're just like, let's just whip up some sick animation, bro, and that's what
Yeah.
ended up happening. It was really good, but
I liked it.
yeah,
I liked it for filler. It wasn't bad.
yes. So anyway, moving on to I guess like honorable mentions. Nick, did you actually mention yours, or does
No.
anyone? Travis? Did you even have any more? Like that you want to toss up for that?
I mean, I'm
No?
sure if I looked, I could find a bunch, but there was so much.
Yeah, but we don't want
banana.
to overlap. Let's just like try to keep it at like 5 or 6.
I
like
did my
Travis did.
5. So, besides the major
Dang.
ones, yeah, I did my 5.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure. I mean, something might overlap, but we'll see.
We'll see. I mean, there's
I
not
doubt
like
it though,
one
because Tim's an edgelord, and he probably has
I liked
some
all the.
wild,
I
wild
actually,
shit that
I do have a
nobody
lot.
watched.
Thank you. I do have a lot, but some we've already mentioned. But
I actually liked a lot of the idol shows that happened this year too, like Selection
Why?
Project and Idly Pride.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
Thank God you're not mentioning them anymore.
Yeah, so
The VTubers count, bro?
Do VTubers count? Because I was watching them all year. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. If that's your 5, I was gonna say, Nick, you can probably
Yeah, I
just
could
come
go.
out.
I mean, I think everybody knows what my number 1 is.
Go ahead, say it.
It's 86.
Really?
Yeah, dude, it's 86.
I was expecting you to say Tokyo Revengers straight up.
I was expecting me to say Tokyo Revengers too, but no.
Okay.
I mean, granted, 86 still has 2 more episodes left, but
Yes.
I feel confident enough to say that 86 has been my favorite anime all year.
It is very engaging, and even for something, because like the show's premise, something like it is not necessarily something I'm super into, but even then, I was like, damn, the show's pretty fucking good.
I mean, it's right up my alley.
Yeah.
Mecha anime has always been my thing. I've always liked, Gundam, stuff like that, the political intrigue between all that. And 86 has this very iron-blooded orphans feel to it. I mean, considering the 86 are all orphans.
Yeah, right.
And there's a lot of crazy deaths involved and all that. It's just everything just like that I like in anime kind of just came to one thing. And to me, there are things that they could do better with. Like sometimes the animation struggles, but I think the CG is some of the better CG out there, especially for the Juggernauts.
Yeah, so when it came to like the spider tanks, the Juggernauts, but like when I was watching that at first, I think at first it was sort of off-putting for me.
Right, like the
'Cause I was
first
like,
two or
"Ugh," I
three
was like-
episodes. Yeah, it's
I
kind
was
of like I was
everything-
doing that same thing. I was like,
that's why
Yeah,
I
it was
quit
like-
watching it because I didn't like it.
yeah, I was like, everything else is okay, but those spider tanks, I don't know. But
yeah,
but to its merit, as you said, later on, like when they do like some of the spider tanks scenes, like later on in its first half,
right.
I was like, bro, excuse me, you
up
can
the
make
fucking
you can
fly.
make a poopy jumbly CG look that good?
Yeah.
I mean, it look really good.
Yeah, I think they like the fights, like whenever, like later on, like you said, once they start doing like the bigger fights and everything like that, just the way they have the spider tanks moving around and Reaper just like being a fucking badass pilot is it's just really cool. But like his character too, I really like his backstory, like why he's doing the things that he's doing, why he's fucked up in the head.
Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, so wait, before you go on, if you don't mind, because we'll backpedal for a sec.
Mhm.
You want to try and like maybe sort of give like a synopsis as to what that show kind of is?
Yeah, so basically the 86 they're all part of this country. I can't remember the country's name. We'll just call it the Republic
We'll just call it Earth.
We'll just call the Republic for now, because I think that's what it is anyways. That's what they call it.
Okay.
They're all part of the Republic, and they're at war with another country, supposedly another country. We haven't gotten that deep into it yet to see what's actually controlling these drones, if you will. They're just basically AI fucking robots that they're fighting against. So what the Republic is telling their citizens is that they also have AI robots fighting against these other AI robots, but in reality the 86 are the ones manning the juggernauts. So they're not AIs, there's actual pilots behind them, but the 86 are all people that don't have like this blonde blue hair master race. There's a lot of racism.
I was gonna say there's kind of a lot of racism.
Basically, if you don't have blonde hair, blue eyes, then you're then you're kicked out of the town. You're like kicked out of the Republic. You're a piece of shit to them.
Right.
And that's not an exaggeration.
Perfect race, you must leave town now.
So these kids, and most of them are kids, but there were adults at some point, are all forced to fight for the Republic. And I mean, they have to do it because they want to live too. But at the same time, it's kind of a justice kind of thingy. You know what I mean? Like they want to show that they're better than the people in the Republic. And they want to overcome that.
Yeah.
And the main character, he has like a pretty traumatic family backstory, and kind of sets him on edge. And his brother actually becomes one of the AI. So he's just out on this not a rampage, but he has a headhunting mission to finally put his brother to rest. And that's just like the first arc of basically the story. You know, I don't want to give away too much, but it kind of just goes from there.
Yeah, I think the really good dynamics between Undertaker and the chick that would eventually lead the 86 on like their first set of runs for that first half. Yeah, so like both of their character stories are very interesting because it's almost like polar opposites, right? You got like one person who's just like Undertaker's essentially he's just out here doing his thing, not like minding his own business, but he's already like the best of the best. He doesn't really have anything to prove besides his own personal goals. Yeah. And then you have Lena who's trying to really kind of just prove that she can do her job in general, because she kind of has like a lot to live up to, but also has different ideals from she has different ideals and morals compared to
the rest of the Republic.
Right. Exactly. Because people who do know what the 86 are about are just like scum, trash, throw them out.
Which you do come to find out, other people share her ideals. They're just really afraid to voice them. She's really the only one that's boasting, you know, and using her voice to tell other people, like, look, these 86 are people dying, not robots like you think they are. And she's really the biggest advocate for the 86, and I think that dynamic was really interesting when it came to, you know, this rich girl comes from a highborn family. You know, her uncle and her father were top leaders of the Republic military, and then you have these, you know, scum of the earth 86ers that are under her command, and just the dynamic between those two was really good. I thought it was really well written.
Well, it was really good to see Lena attempt to try to earn the trust of the 86, who've been long scorned against, like, you know, the whole Republic, who've been just treating them like absolute dirt. Right. So that in and of itself was nice, because it's proof that it's good character writing, if you ask me. And they're not just like flat. So it's like, you know, it could easily just be Undertaker is just completely emotionless the whole time, does his things, and like when he accomplishes his goals, feels close to nothing. Yeah. And then you could have Lena, who just mindlessly controls the 86, you know, and doesn't really think about it. But it's not the case.
I think there was a lot of opportunities for it to be bad. You know what I mean? There were, and because like you said, they could have made the Undertaker. They could have made him just like some lame, boring, like just OP character with no personality. And even though he does kind of have that shit no personality, there's like something to him that you can see a personality in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And with each episode, you you feel some part of it come out.
Yeah.
So you keep digging for more. You're like, I want to see more of this guy. I want this guy to like succeed in whatever he has to do in life. So he's not this fucking depressed fucking asshole anymore.
Yeah. So the thing, and that's the cool thing about Undertaker. It's like that. It's not just Lena that's trying to understand Undertaker. It's just about everybody that interacts with him is trying to understand what the hell's going on. Because he's just like, they're just like, oh yeah, he hard carries for sure. He gets us through the lanes. But like,
but also there's like, you know, the reason why he's called Undertaker is also part of the reason why he's totally fucking dead inside.
Oh yeah, it's very interesting. So yeah, 86 is definitely, I could see why people would put that up there as like top anime for them this year.
Yeah, definitely my favorite. I mean, you know, there was a lot of good anime this year, and I'm about to get into those right now, like the rest of mine.
Well, we got all night, baby. So
yeah, there was a ton this year, but 86 to me is the top one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's cool. No, I mean, I agree. I agree with most of that. So it's like, 86 is definitely worth watching, especially if you're into the whole political strife between nations, as a lot of anime do. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
not watched 86,
definitely check it out. You'll be able to catch up pretty soon because the last 2 episodes won't air till March. So
yeah, you got time. You really do have time.
Yeah, unfortunately, they've had production issues and COVID and stuff. So
it feels like that's almost a running gag. Which is
right.
fucked up to say, but like,
goddamn,
dude,
86 has had the most production problems because of COVID.
It really has. It
has definitely some of the most. It's one of the few that has been delayed.
I don't think it's from a big studio, though, is it?
I actually don't know. Was it Leading Films? Or I'm gonna say it's Leading Films.
Yeah, I want to say you're right. I want to say they're a relatively smaller studio. Oh no, totally wrong. They're A1 Pictures.
Oh, it's A1.
So one of the biggest studios. Totally fucking opposite of what we were talking about.
Oh, my bad. You know, sometimes I'll get it wrong, and by sometimes I mean
sometimes we're idiots. But that's what here at 2D Trashcast we stick to
our guns. Glad to see that hasn't changed in almost a couple of years.
That's just our slogan. Put that bitch on.
Basically,
put that bitch on a t-shirt.
It really is.
Scuffing guns.
Yeah, number 2 is obviously Tokyo Avengers, like Travis said. You know, that's just it's Tokyo Avengers, man.
I skipped the givens.
86 was my favorite anime of the year. I think Tokyo Avengers was the best anime of the year.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people really enjoy Tokyo Avengers for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, it's weird because like I'm watching it at first, and I'm like, there's nothing really that's sticking out for me to really attach myself to this show.
Right. Yeah. But then, it's just for some reason the writing just pulls you in though, and then it ends, and then you have to wait a week, and you're just so fucking mad because so much happened in that 18 minutes of content that they give you every episode. You're just like, God damn, man, that's so good. And then it ends, and you're like, what the fuck do you mean the episode's over? I just turned it on.
Bro, I just sat down. What do you mean it's been a half hour?
Yeah, and it's rare when an anime makes me feel that way, where I'm like, I can't believe this episode's over already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's. I think Tokyo Avengers snuck up on a lot of people because I'm gonna tell you right now, like being as steeped into the internet, right? You normally are privy to seeing a bunch of people talking about the same things you're interested in, right?
Right.
No one really talked about Tokyo Avengers up until it aired. Like, not even like a couple episodes.
Bro, I didn't even know what the fuck it was.
I never even heard of it. Yeah, I never even heard of it until it came out.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. I remember when I saw not the preview, but like the I guess like the cover art per se, like the promo art for Tokyo Avengers. I was like, oh, what is this? Some like super power angsty teen show.
That's what I thought it was. I thought it was gonna have superpowers and shit in it. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like kind of like a superpower biker gang type thing, you know what I mean?
Teen Yakuza biker time.
Yeah, right. That's what I thought. I was like, okay, cool. Like a Yakuza superpower type show, sick. And then it was like, it's not a fucking superpower to be found, dude. Matter of fact, it's not a bunch of crying.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, it's just a feels train. It's crazy because I'm not gonna. I think the more I can mull over it when we talk about the characters of Tokyo Avengers. Even if he is a good character, I fucking hate Takemichi. I hate him. I hate him.
You hate him?
Dude, I hated him. And at the end of the show, I hated him just a little less.
Yeah.
Like
No,
I think the supporting cast carries that show.
But
Like,
okay, no, definitely for sure, 100%. But also, there's something about Takamichi though.
he has his moments. Don't get me wrong.
But,
Like,
like,
there's
you
moments
hate
where I'm
him.
like,
You hate him,
Yeah,
but like,
dude,
you
yes.
want him to win,
yes, he has,
even
like,
though you know
it's the
he's not
underdog
going
thing.
to.
It's
You
the
know he's gonna
underdog
get his
mentality,
fucking
yeah.
ass beat. But like
Yeah.
right before he gets in a fight, you're like, "This is it. This is it.
Yeah,
He's
this is
finally
his
gonna do
moment.
it.
This is his
He's
moment. And
finally
then,
gonna do it." And then he gets knocked the fuck out.
yeah, then he just gets like punched in the kidneys and dies. And I'm like, all
And
right.
you're just like,
It all to the point where it almost becomes it's literally a running gag that he just gets the shit kicked out of him.
yeah.
I'm just like, bro, can we not? Like, I don't know. It's just that
I mean, it made it
when
a
you-
little bit more enjoyable though that he wasn't
Mhm.
like going back and making himself like he didn't come back as like a badass though.
He
Like-
definitely wasn't. Yeah, exactly. I agree with that. He definitely wasn't your your typical anime protagonist.
It gave me a ReZero vibe where like
where like there was a shit ton of things that he had to overcome, and he never did.
other people had to do it for him.
yes, he
I
was
don't know. How-
Not even. None of
How-
his goals were accomplished.
How do
They
I,
were
well,
accomplished in a roundabout way that had no consequence to his doing.
right.
How
Like
do-
Draken getting stabbed, and he couldn't do anything about that, and the big brawl couldn't do anything about that. He just sat
Yeah.
there. He just sat there crying until it happened.
Yeah.
I mean, he was
You
able
know-
to change the outcome by being a good friend, but other than that, if that's about it.
no, okay, no. Actually, you bring up something very interesting. You know how like most people are not most people, most characters, right? When they're written in a show that has to deal with time travel, the goal is to effectively attempt to change
Mhm.
the future, right?
Right.
Future outcomes because the ones that you're living in now are not, the results you want.
Mhm.
The thing about that is that Takamichi tries. I'll give him credit, right? He's the underdog, and I love underdog stories. And he tries. He really, really
He
tries.
tries. He
But I'ma
tries
tell you,
hard, man.
But every time he tries, no matter what, the event it still plays out just in a different way. But it still
Yeah.
happens, which is
Yeah.
cool because it's like, Dan,
can't
you
even
can't fight Father
You
Time.
can't even say he's doing it for the pussy because he hasn't even gotten any. Could you willingly
Yeah.
go back in time and get your shit rocked? He got stabbed and punched
He's
and
doing
kicked.
it for the future prospect of possible pussy.
This man is down bad in the worst possible way.
Yeah. Every time he goes back in time to try to fix it and maybe get pussy in the future, it just comes back to be a different bad future.
Shows you could go back in time, but you still can't change yourself from being a bitch.
Yes,
That's
but
what I like so much about him, though.
That's
It's like
why, yes.
he's not the typical protagonist. Like I said, he goes through a lot of shit like a protagonist would, but he doesn't fix any of it.
You know,
The part that I enjoyed the most, though, is when he go back to the future and something changed. He would just
Minuscule,
go back to
but yes.
being his same bitch ass self. Like at the end of the season when he's like a baller now, he's
Yeah.
still a bitch.
yeah. He's like he's like a baller on a budget, right? He's just essentially is
He's
just
wearing
like
dollar store Gucci.
yeah.
Well, that's also a consequence of like the time travel, because then he comes back to the present and he's like this baller. And he's like doesn't know how to act like the baller.
yeah,
You know
because
what I mean?
he's
He's
been
like-
used to being a punching bag.
Because like his whole life up until that point, he's been a punching bag to his brain. But in the future, him in the now future is a baller. So he's like, oh, I don't even know how to do this. What do you mean?
Good thing CTE doesn't involve anime.
Well, that's the thing, right? Because you know what? I think I would actually hate him a lot more if the supporting, because I think we all more or less the same mindset, right?
Yeah.
You hate him, but you know what? You give him credit for the grit, and you know what? Other characters in the show also give him credit for the grit.
For
Because
no
they're just like Takamichi, you're just a fucking sow.
Well,
But, like-
they've never seen somebody get their ass kicked so much and him still fucking try to get
And-
involved and cry his
yeah.
way out of the problem.
Well, and to be fair, they don't
That's
know.
why he's called the crybaby hero, dude.
Yeah, oh, yeah, exactly. And to be fair, it's not like they really know why he's trying so hard as he is.
That's true. They
don't know
just
what the
see some
stakes are.
fucking blonde weirdo getting his ass kicked every chance he gets. they're like, you know what? The kid got spirit.
Really, the kid got spirit. Why don't we?
Yeah, he don't fight for yeah, but that is true because they see Takamichi crying and getting his ass beaten. They're like, hold on, the only kid that can't fucking fight is fighting. Maybe we should change our ways.
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
we should fight too.
They're just like, dang, if the punching bag is fighting back, what good are we?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So like, but that's good.
And that was like especially true in the Halloween massacre fight. Because like Takamichi was like, ah!
Well, that was like that was hard for me to watch because it's like move your fucking legs and stop screaming, you little bitch.
and then he's like just running forward, getting his shit fucking rocked, dude, all the way to his future can fucking feel it, and then everybody else is standing around like, I'm a bitch.
Maybe I should do something.
Like he's doing something. I guess I have to.
Yeah, he's like, I can't be outdone by this punk. So it's really good. And on top of that, but then what makes that show for me, outside of like the technical aspects of it, like Draken, Mikey, supporting cast. I forget the rest of them. That's why I'm saying it. Even Pachin. I didn't give a shit about Pachin. Pachin's cool too. You know what I mean? But like the thing is like, a lot of those characters who Takamichi surrounds himself with become so likable to the fact that you are willing to put up with Takamichi's bullshit.
Even the bad guys.
Even the bad people. Only because Takamichi tries real hard. And everyone notices that. And I think that's really cool to see something like that. It's very uplifting in its own way. It's like a middle school Yakuza drama, but
it
can't look
really
away.
The fucking ending, though. God damn, I hated that.
Yeah. We need another season soon, dude.
I think they will. I mean, it's still like doing really well in sales as compared to before it started. So I imagine that whoever was helming that is like, yeah, let's just animate more of it. And then isn't the manga like ending soon ish?
I'm not sure. I know it's on Azuki, that app, but Big Dave trash.
Hey, well, keep the name.
Oh, that's why we're the trash cast. So.
We talk about nothing but trash.
Come on, man, get it together. Jesus Christ. Nah, but no, Tokyo Revengers is like really good, and it's kind of crazy how much it blew up. See, it just shows that you don't need flashy shit all the time to make shit work.
No, you don't need your like overpowered protagonist. You don't need like the power of shonen. You know what I mean? You don't need that. You don't need that kind of stuff. You can separate from it and still be successful.
Whoever said Tokyo Revengers is on Azuki, don't get people's hopes up.
Why?
There's like 5 chapters.
Is it really?
Yeah, because they still gotta like translate everything.
Oh shit!
Yeah. It'll be a while before Azuki steps up for that.
What makes me mad is when the English physical releases, when they do come out, they're not doing individual volumes.
What are they just doing, like omnibuses?
Yeah, they're doing 2-in-1s.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
really?
Can't wait till you collect all the 2-in-1s and then the individual volumes come out later.
No, and then I'll kill myself. That'll be it. That'll be the straw that breaks the camel's back, dude. I'll just have it.
This is it for me. No, yeah, Tokyo Revengers is really good. Yeah, that's cool. That was just an honorable mention.
yeah, that was just an honorable mention. That was my number 2. Like I said, 86 was my favorite anime of the year. Tokyo Revengers was, to me, the best anime of the year. Number 3, ReZero. Loved ReZero.
I know.
We've talked about that ad nauseum as it was airing. Number 4, Mushoku Tensei. That totally just, I mean, my list is kind of predictable.
I mean, sometimes, hey, listen, sometimes, I mean, if it's obvious, it's obvious.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it's just obvious. I mean, Mushoku Tensei was really good all the way up to the last episode, which you guys were there when I was watching it. So,
yep.
I fucking hated that last episode.
I'm pretty sure that was part of the manga and book.
I know, it probably was. If somebody would have just told me, hey, just skip to the last 5 minutes of the episode, I'd have been happy. You know what I mean? But that's all right. Slime. I thought Slime was super solid. I thought it was really good all the way through. I thought the writing was great. I thought the animation was great. The fights were great. I really like where they're heading with that. And my last... Oh, God.
I was going to say, do you think you both could explain to me, as someone who's not seen a fucking lick of it, what is Slime, pretty much? I'm curious.
It's an isekai. No.
Thank you. Yeah, and I sleep. It's like,
yeah, and you're going to bed. No, it is an overpowered isekai. It really is. When you dumb it down, to rocks. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Right.
It's an overpowered isekai.
Yep.
But what I like about the protagonist is he's not doing it for himself. He gets stabbed. He asks his coworker to delete all the porn off his computer, and then he dies and comes back as a slime. Thing is, he's an overpowered slime, which there's another power kind of.
He has like a world voice.
Yeah, he has like a world voice inside of his head. There's like kind of an overarching theme that we don't quite understand yet. For anime watchers only. I never read the source material. So like there's something kind of controlling what's going on. He just kind of doesn't know, and he's just kind of rocking with it. Yeah, this is reincarnated as a slime. Yeah. So he comes back as a slime, and he's spawned in a slime cave. And so he discovers, oh shit, I could just swallow stuff and fucking make shit out of it. That's kind of cool. Just figuring out his regular slime activities. But then he soon figures out, oh, I could swallow big things and take control. So he becomes friends with this fucking ancient dragon. And is essentially like, look, man, if we become friends, you let me swallow you, I'll eventually let you out when I get enough power to free you from your cage. Like he's sealed.
Veldora,
basically.
the sky dragon.
Yeah. So he swallows Veldora, and which gives him a massive power boost. And then events happen, and he creates his own village for monsters, basically. You know what I mean? So he figures all that out, and then by monsters getting a name, they get a power up based on who gave them the name. And since he has Veldora inside of him, he has this massive power level. So when he gave these goblins names, they all basically turned into humanoid goblins with massive power ups. So now it's just like a whole city of different types of monsters, goblins and all that, but they're all like humanoid basically, and just trying to like live a normal life.
Yeah.
So his entire goal is to make it eventually turns to a country, is to make this country a safe haven for monsters.
All he wants to do is live in peace.
Yeah, that's all he wants to do is live in peace. Live in peace, have these monsters be happy, because all these monsters want to do is live in peace as well. Yeah. But obviously there's things that don't want monsters to live in peace, like humans and the church and demon lords. So it just is his journey to basically live in peace.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I do want to check it out. I mean, I've been wanting to watch. It's like on the backlog. I just the isekai things really doesn't tempt me to. But I do want to watch it because I understand that. I mean, I understand like a lot of people who watch slime, even people who are not even relatively into isekais. Like there's people like who comment everywhere, or like who have commented and have said stuff akin to, I don't even really like this genre that much, but this fucking slaps.
Well, because it doesn't feel like an isekai, really.
Was it like more fantasy? Like it feels more fantasy.
It feels more fantasy.
It's like a comedy overpowered more than I'm a super badass. Like he just wants to be left alone and chill. So he's not out here like flexing and stuff.
No, the only time he flexes was when he becomes a demon lord. That's it. And he has to. He has to flex to do that. So
even then, I still don't think you've even come close to seeing his full power.
No, I don't think so.
All right.
But the fight scenes are great, though. Like when they are like good fight scenes, they are good. Especially in the later season.
I remember I've seen a couple clips. I'm like, damn, that looks really good. It was like people slime fans are eating. You know what I mean? So
and my last honorable mention is Mars Red. Super sleeper.
So yeah, you're
really
okay.
Because I was considering putting that on my disappointment list. Like
the
middle episodes fell so flat. They were so freaking boring.
That's because you don't like that kind of stuff.
But the first episodes and the last couple were good though, and then the middle was just so painful.
It's a lot of anime political intrigue mixed with vampires.
I don't know.
Mixed with vampires.
The political part just felt kind of like it was missing something. Like it didn't pull me in.
That's fair. It definitely gets better later on, and it's weird. You'd like basically don't figure out who the fucking main character is until the last episode. But
Yeah, I didn't think
I
was
liked
good.
it. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I mean, I thought it was good. I
Yeah.
liked the political aspect to it. I liked the mystery aspect to it. I thought the way they did vampires in it was really good. It was like because it was kind of a new take on it. Like they're militarized. I don't know. I liked it.
86, but with vampires.
Kind of.
I'm kidding. I'm pretty. After watching the first couple, from what I remember from the first couple of episodes of Mars Red, I don't think I could have drawn that similarity. I was just, I heard militarized, and I was like, okay, 86 vampires. So, nah, but I mean, I liked it because I was even telling that I was like, first couple episodes are pretty good, and then just for whatever reason, I think the more I watched it, I was just like, it's maybe not for me. Like, I'll have to check it out again. I think it's one of those shows I'm willing to give a second shot.
Honestly, like not a ton of people liked it. I just happened to like it.
Mm-hmm. 86 kind of got the same artist Fire Force. Are you sure? Sure?
It might look like that on. It might look like that on the stills, but once you watch it, it doesn't. Yeah.
No, A1 made 86. David Productions was responsible for Fire Force.
Yeah, A1 Pictures is the same company that does like Sword Art Online, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, of course, even if it is the same studio production, it can just be done by a different staff.
Yeah.
But just looking at the trailer, maybe, I don't know. To me, it doesn't. But
I thought it looked like it. I mean, I can see where it's kind of similar, but then once you get into the actual anime, it's completely different.
Yeah, I think the styles are different. I mean, if we're going just by technical aspects alone, while 86 is definitely really good in how it animates its like juggernaut robots, Fire Force is just like this fucking fireworks festival of spectacle.
Yeah, I think Fire Force is animated.
But you know what?
Pretty much a lot better than 86, but
you know what? I think Fire Force got. I mean, even though Fire Force was last year, right? So even so, I still think Fire Force got pretty slept on. Even during
that new season of Fire Force definitely got slept on.
Yeah, I think got slept on. And it was I think to me personally, it was a better season. So I was like,
it was good. I liked it a lot. I slept on it. I watched it late.
Yeah,
I think there was a lot coming out around there, but
kind of like looking at this whole year in retrospect in a way, it's funny that I forget. I can't just be me who may have also said this, but like did we not say we were like, oh yeah, 2021 is looking like a slow year?
Yeah,
in comparison
to
that. But I was just like,
Travis talk.
Yeah, Travis, come on, talk for us, Travis.
No, because I don't know anything about 86. I can't really speak on the topic.
No Fire Force.
I was gonna say I watched the trailers and I watched a little bit over Tyler's shoulder, but I couldn't tell you a single fucking thing about it besides that the MC reminds me of Aqua.
I guess an appearance.
Yeah.
An attitude definitely not.
No, but I mean just look wise, because I've never even heard it. I don't even know what the voice actors are. I know nothing.
Yeah.
Captain of the First, yeah, dude. Captain of the First is a fucking fiend. It has been a while for me also, but I always when I had first finished like the first season of Fire Force, I remember just being like, "This is anime. This could be my anime of the year," because it was so fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
what else aired with Fire Force that I forget now? I don't even remember.
Jamie, pull it up.
Probably Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen.
Was that last year or 2 years ago?
Now, Fire Force Season 2? Season 2, I think, bled into 2021.
I don't know. I ended up in 18 somehow.
Fuck, I have no idea.
Are you saying Fire Force was 2018?
Well, you guys continue.
No, he ended up in 2018.
While you guys talk about it, I'll find it.
Fire Force was summer 2020.
Yeah, so, okay. So Season 2... Did Season 2 happen in 2021?
Rent a Girlfriend, ReZero.
Yeah, I was fighting with a lot of
the
stuff.
final season of Snafu.
Yeah.
All right, but like no one's really going to be talking about
the end of Sword Art Online.
Yeah, it had tons working against it that season.
Kaguya, Tower of God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was just a lot that had to compete
Kagushi Goto.
Yeah.
Nick's personal favorite, Sing Yesterday for Me.
Fuck that shit.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
That was 2020, Tim, so we're not going to get to that.
Well, I don't know. We were talking about 2020. It bled into 2021, so we might as well just keep that trade moment lined up.
No, because that ended before 2021, so we can't. That's cheating.
That's fair. I guess. It's only cheating. Cheating only when it's convenient to say so.
I'm so mad I'm on camera right now. I have to pick my nose so bad.
Pick your nose. Like, who cares? You pick your nose. Give the people what they
Shoot
want.
a snot rocket for me, Daddy.
Dude, I will. I'll snot rocket right on my camera.
Before he actually
Blow
does
one on
that.
it.
Did we get into Tim's list yet?
No, I thought we were still scraping through next stuff.
No, that's it. My last
There you
one
go.
was Mars Red. And
Let's hear Edgelord Tim.
pick
Pick
it,
it, BB.
BB.
Pick it, BB. That's what I'm saying. Give the people what they want. If you gotta pick out a fat winner. You gotta get a chunky boy.
No, I just got like stuffy sinuses, and it was like the inside of my nostril felt closed.
Pick me out a green Volkswagen.
Get that gold, brother. Let's go.
Sounds like me on a good day. Oh, man. What do you sound like on a bad day? All right, Edgelord time. Am I going
yeah,
to
Tim.
go Edgelord
Let's all
time?
hear your fucking edgy ass list.
Yes. Nah, I mean, most of the honorable mentions we scraped over already, but anime of the year for me is Ranking of Kings.
Okay, I could have swore you were gonna say like Odd Taxi or something.
That is like probably that's probably tied for second, I think.
Oh
So
wow, okay, so it is on the list.
Wait, what's it tied with?
Of course it's on the list, huh?
Well, let him. Let's get past Ranking of Kings first.
So yeah, so Ranking of Kings, like for me, I think when I had first seen like the preview of the show, I was just like, I don't know what the fuck this is. This looks like something I'd see on like a PBS, like in PBS in the morning, right? It looks like fucking Kalu cartoon ass. I don't know if I'd like it that much, but like I don't know, there's something about it. I was like, all right, but I'll give it a shot because, I forget the studio behind it. I think it was Wit. It was either Wit or Mappa, but I was just like, all right, you know what? I think it was Wit. And I was like, if it's them doing this, and so I was like, I think that's why I ended up giving it the shot because I was like, all right, I can't just write it off because Wit is known for making fucking bangers. So I was like, all right, sure. And the first couple episodes, so basically it's just like, in Ranking of Kings, the story is everyone lives in a world, and it's just kind of dominated by a hierarchy of how powerful the kings are, and they have like a ranking for them like every year or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so the main character, Bochi, is like this tiny, puny, little shit of a human.
Looks like a fetus.
He kinda, and he's like deaf and mute. And so yeah, he's stupid. So like the thing about it is like, so like as he's like walking through the town and he's doing all this stuff, you know, he's like living his best life, right? And he's like living his best life, and like his townspeople are just like shitting on him. They're just like, man, look at this piece of shit. How's this guy going to be the next king of our people? Like, you know what I mean? And then turns out though, like there's a reason why he's actually like super tiny and he's like the way he is because his dad had made a deal with like the devil and was just like, I will make you the strongest king in these lands, but your next of kin will suffer. And he goes like, yeah, we'll do that. And he goes like, I just want to do it so we can live a peaceful life, right? Stuff like that. So eventually his dad dies, and he ends up having so he has to end up fighting with his stepbrother to become the king. And you know, there's like politics involved, and where like while the stepbrother is kind of like he's indifferent to him, but at the same time it's like he doesn't flat out hate Bochi, but he's like, I deserve to be king. And I'm going to lead our people to a prosperous land. If you give it to Bochi, he's just going to fuck shit up. He's just going to ruin it all for everybody. And, you know, so you got like people on both sides. You got dissenters to who gets to be on the throne, yada, yada. Even so, I was still like, oh yeah, it's still kind of like a kid's show, right? And then there's a scene, right, in which a character goes into a dungeon. A couple mages take him into a dungeon, and they just bring out a bird, and it looks like a phoenix. I think it is a phoenix. And they just cut off its head. And it just bleeds into a chalice. And they're like, kid, drink this blood out of the chalice. And become the all-powerful next king. And I literally I paused and had to do a double take. Because I was like, excuse me? I was like, how did we go from how did I just go from watching like a PBS show to watching like an FFX show? What the fuck is happening? Like it was crazy. It went from like kid show to like dark fantasy like in 3 episodes, and I was like, I want more of this. And it got to a point where I tried to like find the manga to read. Can't find it anywhere. Lord forbid. No one's even translated it. So, or at least farther than what the anime has done.
Yeah.
And so it's a really good. I think if in the animation's like fucking amazing at times. Like it's pretty good. It's pretty good on average.
Yeah.
But there's times where like wit will flex like for no reason, and you're just like, "Fuck, dude, this looks so good." And then you start to. It's the underdog story.
Yeah.
Because you root for Bocchi because you're just tired of people shitting on him, and he's not completely talentless. He actually has good skills. He actually has decent like sword fighting skills. But he was able to demonstrate that. But the problem is that when he did, some people were like, "Yo, Bocchi's sick. Why can't he be the king?" And then you have other people who are higher ranking that are just like, "That is unbefitting of you. That you're fighting like a delinquent." I was like, "Bro, are you just gonna put this man down? He just like he's too good. You can't just be shitting on this dude for doing cool stuff." But they did. So it's really cool. It's a good underdog story. And it's like it's an interesting sort of dark fantasy, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it blows my mind how highly rated it is.
dude,
When
I
we
love
watched
that
the
show.
first episode down.
Yeah, dude, I remember
Down
we
with-
watched the first episode. You guys were like, nah, I don't know.
I don't even
Yeah,
think like Connor and Alvaro had a response either. I think we were all just sitting there like, I don't know why what we're watching.
Yeah. At the end of the first episode, I was like, I have no idea what that was.
Yeah, I
felt like I was watching like
or-
an early '40s fucking cartoon.
I'm saying, like, it looks like something you watch like at PBS at like 9 in the morning,
Yeah.
eating your toast, right? And
I
then some
felt like
cereal.
I feel like somebody with a flip book could have made it, and I was just like, I don't know, like I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what it was.
Dude, I promise if you decide, because it's over. So if you run through it,
Is it over?
nah, I believe so. Because I know they announced like a
It's
season
23
2.
episodes.
Oh, is it not then? Well, fuck.
No, it started in October and it's still going.
Okay, so even so,
Damn.
Damn, stop playing
Okay,
video games and actually watch anime, damn it.
listen, I gotta play my Age of Empires while we're fucking no. But
Fuck you.
the fact about it is like it's that when you watch like underdog stories like that. Look, if you like Tokyo Revengers, the underdog story, you'll fucking Tim. Yes, I know. But if you like underdog stories, it's well worth.
Maybe
that show-
I'll give it a chance because
I'll-
I've been looking for something to watch anyways. So
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, dude, they announced the season 2 midway through season 1. So
It's only
shit.
it's not even halfway through. It's only on episode 11.
Yeah, halfway through.
I guess
So
nah.
so
Fucking Tim out here like, oh yeah, it's done.
I thought it was done. Yeah, I thought it was
done.
12. I'm sorry. That's on me.
Damn, animes don't even get 12
Damn.
episodes anymore.
He
They
got
get
this
13
shit as his,
now.
as his
Come on,
number
animes
one
don't
anime.
episodes a lot
And
of
didn't
the
even
time.
fucking watch not even half of it yet.
Number,
And it's
number
that-
one
but it's-
anime.
but you know
it's
what?
ranked
It's
number
that,
20.
It's that good.
It's ranked number 23 on my anime list.
Yeah, it's in top 25. Yeah. It's rated at 8.86, which is higher than it was yesterday. It just goes up every day.
That's what I'm saying.
I
don't
wouldn't be
sleep.
surprised if it eventually hits 9.
Like, don't
It
sleep.
is
That story's too good.
rated significantly better than the manga, though.
Yes.
So-
So the manga kind of suffers from. I'm just gonna call it Hunter x Hunter syndrome at this point. So
Really?
yeah. So like, while the artwork isn't like
It's crap.
bad.
It probably
Yeah,
is crap.
it's not bad. I wouldn't say it's bad, but like the anime, like Wit just does it justice, like in every sense of the word. So
Yeah.
it's better to watch the anime adaptation, and the only reason you'd read the manga is just to watch for the story.
Oh, apparently the manga just started in 2019.
Yeah,
There's not
Yeah,
even.
but-
There's 2 English chapters and that's it.
yeah. See, that's what I'm telling you.
Wow. Okay.
That I love that show. Like I was not thinking it would like sweep me off my feet.
It started off as a web comic, okay, in 2017. Okay, so it has at least a little bit behind
We're
it. But
talking about ranking of kings.
Ranking of Kings,
yeah,
Summer
Ranking of Kings,
Yeah.
which Tim hasn't even watched half of yet.
And it's that good. I don't even have to look. I don't even have to say it. But yeah, I'd put that as my anime of the year. Like there's so many good shows, but like that one specifically sticks out for me. It's super well animated. The soundtrack's really good. The main character, he's stupid, but he's very likable. But there's also like another character that he travels with that has also a very enticing backstory, even though he's kind of a blob. But
Literally.
Kage.
he literally, yeah, Kage. So, but even his story's like really good. You're like, damn, dude, I want these characters to win all the time. You can't rank it if you haven't finished it. What the fuck? Well, how can I finish it if it's fucking still going?
I mean, I'll give him it because I ranked 86 and that still has 2 episodes left.
Yeah, Tyler, so go fucking dig a hole and be in it.
Yeah.
I'll
give it to him.
Yeah, the ending could be ass.
Well, see,
Yeah.
we're not ranking the shows that
the
are
whole
actually
second
good or
part could be
not.
ass.
It's a personal opinion, damn it.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
your personal opinion on anime is trash anyways.
Yeah. So go back to your goblin hole, or better yet, just come back and check. Nah, but yeah, I would put it as my anime of the year for sure. Even this late.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if it's doing good, it's doing good. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Can't hate on it. I mean, I can. I'll hate on it.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Especially
I
because
know.
you're probably only 9 out of 11 episodes into it.
I'd say 7.
Wow. Have some faith, to be Christ.
7's as
Caught
high as
up.
I'm giving them.
I just haven't seen the episode count. So, what do you want me to do about that? Check the episode count. Yeah. So
Hey, how about you look into the things you're going to talk about?
Yeah, you little fucking penis, dude.
yeah, dude, I do. Listen here, you fucking mop head.
Yeah, why don't you slap those fucking fingies on your keyboard more, huh? And
No, I
fucking
can't.
type in,
I don't want
type in Ranking of Kings
those
every
little
once in a while.
Those little smokies just pounding away on that keyboard.
Yo, you're just jealous because you don't got the same stubby fingers I do.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I almost closed out the window.
Damn.
See, that's what happens when you have my fat fingers just rolling.
You got them all flustered, boys. Let's go.
I know. Let's fucking go. Let's give him kisses.
I'm blushing so hard. You can only, if only you
Tim,
can.
I don't think anything in this world can make you blush.
No, not even close. World doesn't do enough for me to blush.
I could fucking put my big fat juicy man behind right in your face and you wouldn't even care.
He just
Dude, I'd just be like stone facing it the whole time.
deep breath.
Yes. Oh, fuck yeah. Fucking get the fuck out of here, Travis. Yeah, Ranking of Kings is mine for the year.
So you said there was a tie for number 2.
Yeah, so like for number 2, yeah, Odd Taxi is definitely number 2. But the thing it's tied with for me is the Records of Vanitas. So the vampire.
Yeah. That's getting a second season.
Yes.
It starts
Yes.
next.
Oh yeah, when it ended, they pretty much said, "Oh yeah, he's coming back."
It
So-
starts next week.
okay.
It starts on January 15th. Not the next week, but
Fuck
2
yeah, bro. Nah, dude. Like, I mean, I know I've gushed about both of these shows in previous episodes that we've done, but like, yeah, Odd Tax is really
Still
good.
to watch it. I'm sleeping on it.
Yeah.
I think I'll watch it before season 2 comes out.
I honestly think you'll show a bit of a liking for it, Nick. Maybe. We'll see.
I think so. I mean, for everything that I've seen from it, looks good. So
I heard it was really good. I
yeah.
don't know. I'm tired. I don't care about vampire stuff.
He's like, oh, I'm just tired of watching good things.
Yeah,
So-
I just don't like it. There's no sports. There's no sports or idols.
You're not playing Blitzball, bro. I don't
There's
like
no
that anymore.
BL, so I can't.
It's kind of BL-y.
Yeah, actually. Kind of is.
It's
No,
kind
I
of
just-
BL-y, actually.
I don't know why, but this vampire stuff, I'm just like, nah, don't care.
Well, okay,
That's because
so-
you've never had a dude suck on your neck before.
Yeah, dude.
I
Why
blame,
don't you have that happen, huh?
I blame Tokyo Ghoul for my hate of vampires.
The Tokyo.
Tokyo Ghoul was good.
Yeah, Tokyo. What the fuck?
I hate everything about Tokyo Ghoul, so
Why?
I'm Travis. I don't like anything.
because I don't think Tokyo Ghoul's good. I don't know.
I'm sorry, Tokyo
Ghoul.
Ghoul doesn't have somebody playing the piano all the damn time. And
I know,
dying,
right?
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Okay, all right.
Okay,
You happy now, Travis?
okay, I don't care.
I used to think Tyler had bad taste in anime. I think it's Travis.
Right. No, you know what it is? They just kind of feed off each other.
No,
I think it
Tokyo
is.
Ghoul isn't good.
No,
What is-
I think you have bad taste in anime.
bro,
Travis,
it's so boring.
get it together. How's it? How?
Boring.
It's just not my taste. What's the problem here?
What do you
Okay.
mean?
What do you-
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Exactly that. What do you mean?
Tokyo Ghoul is bad. Fight me.
You don't even deserve to watch Kaniki's story.
Good, I don't want to. I think he's trash.
The Tokyo Ghoul Re was trash. Absolutely, it was.
bro, you know what? You know what it is, Travis? The fact that fucking if Dave even has a solid opinion on Tokyo Ghoul and you're out here just fucking shitting on it,
Dave doesn't have an opinion on anything. Dave doesn't even watch TV. He likes the pirates.
My favorite trash characters are Nick, Tim, and Nick again.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, thank you, and fuck Travis.
You know what, Travis? Yeah, have that. Travis like, I'll just end this fucking podcast right. I don't even know what anime
Travis
is.
has complete control over the stream.
That's low key wise, but I'm gonna hopefully take host off him someday, so he can't do it.
I won't do it because I stand by my opinion that Tokyo Ghoul's trash.
Oh,
That's
whatever. I mean, I'm with Tyler. Re did suck.
Oh, Re was fucking terrible.
But the original Tokyo Ghoul was good.
Dude, Tokyo Ghoul was...
The first season was okay. Like, it was okay. And then anything after that, I was just like, well, it's fucking stupid.
It was okay.
Sorry for having an opinion. My bad.
It's a fucking Garbo opinion.
Tokyo Ghoul, more like Tokyo Mid. Tokyo Mid it is.
Tokyo Mid.
Yeah, so but going back to Vanitas. Fucking so like Vanitas is essentially just a person who has been gifted like the abilities to cure vampires of like a disease that kind of drowns out like specific characteristics that identify them as such. It's similar to just like vampires being controlled by something else far greater and much more dangerous. And but the thing is that that he holds the book, the book has the ability to cure vampires, but also has the ability to absolutely destroy them. So and because of the character himself, he's kind of just an asshole at times, because he's just like, he does what he wants. He's like, he's a free spirit, so he's not really tied down to whoever tells him what to do. Anytime someone tells him what to do, he's just like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do it my way, and it's going to work. Even if it doesn't work, it'll work. And so like he's trying to win the trust of vampires, the very same vampires he's trying to cure. And of course, as most shows of politics do, there's going to be people who don't agree with that.
Right.
And so as he holds the book, he wields this ability that makes vampires angry at him. So he has to prove that he's not just trying to, you know, wield the book to kill the vampires. Yeah. And so his traveling partner, who is a vampire, is just like, I don't like him at all. Like I'm close to not liking him, but for some reason Vanitas will do things that is just like, okay, you know, I thought I wasn't gonna like him, but I kind of like it, you know what I mean? So he's always flip flopping, because that's how much on a teeter totter he's on. He'll always switch between being a dickhead, but he's also very considerate. He's a super soon. Like he's a super soon through and through. And I think
Travis will like it. There's tons of handsome dudes.
I'm telling you, man.
That's all I need. There wasn't any of those in Tokyo Ghoul, though.
There doesn't need to be. Oh my fucking god, yo! Travis is going back to Tokyo Ghoul because we got nothing else better to do.
Goddamn right, I have nothing better to do.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, but Vanitas,
I bet if fucking Kaneki Ken was kicking around a fucking soccer ball, he's like, oh, Tokyo Ghoul's the best anime. It's vampires playing soccer.
Maybe, bro. Maybe.
Tokyo Ghoul Re-Man.
It was
Hell yeah.
Even that would still be better than Tokyo Ghoul.
They're not even vampires either.
I was gonna say, they're not even vampires. They're ghouls. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah, thank you. See, Tyler. Thank you, Tyler. They're ghouls. Yes, they eat flesh. Exactly.
I got a headache, dude.
Bro,
I'm gonna fucking beat Travis up.
Who cares? Nobody cares.
I fucking love that. And then so Odd Taxi is. I just love Odd Taxi. There's something about it. It's super. It's very zany as shit, but very well grounded in its approach.
It's like the little kids' version of Beastars.
You say that right, but I would say Odd Taxi is the adult version of Beastars.
I actually have no idea about Odd Taxi. So
Beastars fucking sucks.
Beastars, we get to that in a bit. But yeah, so like the thing about Odd Taxi, what makes it good is just the fact that the main character is basically just Travis. So, or actually no, the main character is Nick. Now that I'm thinking about it, the main character is just Nick.
Wait,
Just
why me?
Because this dude, not only does this dude got like the meanest looking mug on his face 24/7. Like,
What do you mean? I'm a happy guy.
What?
my ass, my ass.
I think I'm laughing.
Who's the main character?
He's the handsome
Wallace.
guy with the black hair.
The handsome guy with the black hair. Wait,
Wait, are we talking about Vanitas?
No.
No, talk about Odd Taxi.
Oh yeah, we're talking about Odd Taxi now.
Yeah.
Never mind. I know
Okay.
nothing about Odd Taxi, so
It's okay.
It's
I will
lost in the
explain it.
PL.
Yeah, dude, he was looking at the one panel. He's just like,
I was
you
just
know what?
I was honestly like I couldn't get past me hating Travis so bad.
I can't blame him.
So it's just like deafening. It's kind of like when you have to shit real bad and like you can't hear people around you talking because your stomach hurts so
I
bad.
can
It's
see
like, that's me right now.
Yo, fucking Nick out here choosing violence because he has to. Nah, but no, Odd Taxi is like really grounded because
Okay,
like
you're talking about the walrus from
the
Odd
walrus,
Taxi.
dude. You got the meanest look, dude. He reminds me of you because he got the meanest looking mug on his face.
Okay, I feel that.
Has the most absolute cynical outlook on life. He's just like, dude, people like they get in the taxi, right? They start,
Mhm.
and this is just like part of the slice of life portion of it, right?
Yeah.
Shit does happen. It's kind of like a Bakano, Durara kind of storytelling in a way. Anyway, they get in the taxi, right? And they just start ranting to him about their like some of them will rant to him about their life problems or whatever,
Mhm.
and he'll just be like, why do you complain about doing these things if you're just gonna complain about them? Like, why do you do these things you're gonna complain about? No one cares, right? It's basically what he does. Then he goes like, thanks for the money. Get the fuck out of my car. But as he goes on,
my kind of dude.
that's what I'm saying, dude. That's why I'm saying you like Odd Taxi. So it's when he's driving around, he gets caught in these events that the show does insanely well of building them. So like each episode will end with something that happened in the previous episode, from episode 2, obviously. So, and then it'll just keep building up until there's like so many conflicts that gets to the main conflict of the main character having like the flashbacks. Otogawa, the main character having the flashbacks of being a human, and he doesn't know why he's having them. And so like it's some really good stuff. I don't want to spoil it too much.
That's kind of I was gonna say that's kind of a twist I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, dude, no, it's crazy. It happens in like the second episode. And you're like, excuse me, what the fuck is going on? And then you just keep watching as more conflicts keep popping. Like the thing is like, like in some storytelling, there's gonna be like they'll go to his point of view, right, and then they'll exit his point of view and just go to like what you think is just some other character's point of view, and you're like, oh yeah, they'll be the main character or something. Maybe it's just like multiple main characters. Then they have a thing that goes on, and then for some reason it'll always connect back to the main character at some point. That's basically what it does.
That
and so
show that I just watched watched not that long ago that was like that.
That's a good question. What was it?
I don't remember.
Because I wouldn't know. Yeah, so that's what they'll do. So Odd Taxi will do that a lot, where they'll just tie they'll tie multiple story perspectives from multiple unrelated points to one focal point until like near the end when it all like shit hits the fan, and it's like, oh fuck, that's like that thing from like episode 3 is now happening in episode 10. That's fucking tight, because it wouldn't have made any sense otherwise. It's really good. I don't know if I would say it's a sleeper. I think people have slept on it.
It's
Get
rated
my ass
really highly.
have fun. My favorite anime is this podcast. Hell yeah.
Thanks, Big Dave.
Mwah.
Damn it!
Smooches.
It was on Netflix. I can't remember the name.
Under
Mushi,
Ushishi,
maybe.
the white-haired dude that just walks around solving problems.
No, the one where they're in the city and they like the one dude's like always playing people. The other guy's like super strong.
That's the rah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It has like Bakano.
He literally
Durarara.
said that.
I wasn't listening. I was reading up about
Wow.
what Odd Taxi was about because I don't know.
Oh my god, dude! Is this a podcast? What are we doing?
No, it's not a podcast.
Not anymore. No, it's pretty good. I would enjoy Odd Taxi. I think you'd
His
like
third sentence. It's really a lot like Durarara.
I didn't hear him say that.
It's all right. I'm always forgotten. Put the E. I'm just gonna make my picture Eeyore from now on. Fucking Winnie the Pooh.
Well, I mean, you bought a camera that you never used, so
I know, dude.
I don't want to use it anymore because Travis killed my self-esteem.
Oh,
So blame him.
you just
Maybe
told
get
Nick he
new
looked like a
fingers and you'll be
walrus.
right.
So
I know, right?
Yeah, but he's a cool walrus. So he's also a
Okay.
person. Apparently. So yeah, Odd Taxi is definitely tied for second with honorable mentions. As for the rest, we pretty much mentioned them all. But the only other two that we didn't really touch up upon were fucking Megalobox season 2. But that's for me because Megalobox. Like, have either of you seen Megalobox at all?
There's no fucking way.
There's no fucking way, bro. I mean, Megalobox is basically just dudes coming up from the slums trying to make a living. Enters a boxing tournament in which like the Megalobox tournament, the
Yeah.
boxing tournament. It's like steampunk boxing, basically.
Right, yeah. I've seen it like on Netflix,
Yeah.
but I've never.
But season 2 takes like such a fucking. It just takes it to like such a. It does really well with developing those characters from past events. It's really good storytelling. And I personally think you could honestly watch season 2 without having seen season 1 and still really enjoying it because they do like a bunch of like flashbacks when it's necessary to sort of give you context in the event that you happen to not see season 1, which is kind of nice because the flashbacks I think don't really ruin the momentum of the story at all.
Okay.
So I think it's worth checking out if you got time to kill, if you got like 3-4 hours to kill or whatever. And it's really good. It's really well animated. The characters are really cool. Some of them are assholes. Like there's these kids that just fucking hate him in season 2 because of the shit he did in season 1. And he's like really trying his best, even though he accepts that they'll probably never like him again because he's kind of like the caretakers in a way.
Yeah.
And shit happened in season 1. They don't like him anymore. And anyway, so it's really just him trying to redeem himself for the actions that happened in season 1. So really good. It's really good stuff. And the last one is Skate the Infinite, which is just
Thought about that show.
I know. In fact, until yesterday, I had forgotten about it. But the reason I brought it up as an honorable mention is because I think that show is very zany. You don't really get many animes just centered around fucking skateboarding. So
Yeah. I liked it. I thought it was good.
it was weird. It was weird. It was good. It wasn't like crazy, like the writing's super good or anything like that. Like it was just
it wasn't like groundbreaking or anything like
yeah,
that.
but it was a fun watch. Like
Surprised
Yeah,
you
it was
didn't
good.
I'm surprised you didn't watch Mute King, the dancing hero. Then seems like
with the hanger, yeah. I did see that, but I don't know. Like I just when I was like watching Skate the Infinity, I was like, oh shit, oh he's on a skateboard. Oh, this dude's doing a weird fucking. Why is he posing like that? Oh, also, why is there like a rocket on his skateboard? What the fuck is going on? And
Also, that show Fujoshi's Love.
oh yeah, dude, dude. If you like, anytime I see that, I had seen that trending. Like when an episode was going, they're just like shipping the two the two duo main characters.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, good for you guys. You know what? Me too.
Right. Wow, this Mute King looks absolutely terrible.
got rated poorly.
I think Travis just likes going for the worst ones.
I didn't watch it at all. I
Ends
just
them
said it
real
looks like
hard.
I said it looked like it'd be something that you would watch, and I looked it up, and I'm like,
Are you sure about that?
character wise and animation wise, it 100% looks like something you'd give a chance.
Okay, fair. Maybe I will give it a chance, even if I don't stick.
I'm not
with
saying it's good. I have no clue what it's about. I watched the first episode, and I just stopped watching it because I didn't care about it.
The CG for this guy looks terrible.
it.
There wasn't really any CG in the first episode. I didn't notice any.
The Mute King is CG.
Awesome. Now I really don't want to watch it.
Didn't
Like
give
the
me
guy?
it didn't give me like major CG vibes when I watched the first episode. Like it didn't like stand out as like super CG.
Maybe it looks better in motion, but
Yeah.
the stills look terrible.
Nah, it didn't look bad in motion. It just looked like it looked weird, not like terrible.
Gotcha. I mean,
Maybe
I
I'll
don't
check
know
it
I don't know if his name's Mute King or not. He just looks like a fucking Sentai guy.
I just figured that'd be something that Tim would like.
It
I
definitely
listen,
looks like
man,
something. It definitely looks like something Tim would be like, bro, it's a sleeper.
Really, you think? I don't know.
Just look at the
I don't-
look at the fucking picture of it, Tim, and you'll
It's
definitely
action
like,
comedy, bro.
All right, what's it called?
Mute King, the dancing hero.
Oh wow, it's on fucking.
It looks like a Sentai guy that just does 80s dances. It looks like Saturday Night Fever Sentai.
Oh, why does this character look like Proto Man?
Kind of
Mega
does
Man.
look like Proto Man.
You know what? I'll watch it just based on that alone.
it's rated a 5.8.
maybe his enemy will be Mega Man. What the
right.
fuck? Or
Yeah.
Rock Man, depending on
I love the 80s vibe.
I mean, the some of this artwork looks pretty vibrant. I mean, it looks nice. in
There's
some
no
ways.
chance I would ever watch it, but I love the vibe.
I
I'll
think
say
I like
that.
I like the colors. Yeah, I like the artwork.
Yeah, the
Because some of these
artwork
still
is
look
why I
pretty good.
thought that maybe you gave it a chance, or you'd give it a chance.
Nah, like I mean, I have a bunch of different personal rubrics to go by before I really.
Oh, it just
pick
ended.
something. Oh, really? How many
Yeah.
episodes was it?
Like 12 or something.
Not really.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah, some of those artwork looks pretty good. I can't. Yeah, and it's very vibrant. And yeah, you'd be right in saying that it's something I would give a shot because there is also some panels I'm looking at that look absolutely stupid, but like funny stupid that I'm willing to check out. So, I mean, you know what? I'll give this a shot. I'll let you know in 2022 sometime. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, there's other shows like Sunny Boy, Ida 10, Pirate Princess, Horimiya, stuff like that. Dragon Maid Season 2, which that fucking...
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
None of
Yeah.
us decided to talk about that one. But
I
Yeah.
didn't watch it.
I mean,
yet,
That
so-
was really good. Every episode of that was good.
it was just nice to see KyoAni just flex as
To rewatch.
we remember them.
I
Oh,
have to
I-
watch the original one before I can watch the second one.
There's a reason why Mute King looks so 80s is because Mute King, the Dashing Warrior, was literally a cartoon
In the
80s. Yeah.
Oh, so it's actually like a soft reboot of the
Maybe,
series?
yeah.
It has to be, because I can't imagine characters looking like this in an 80s manga.
But,
Or like an 80s series, you know what I mean?
yeah.
I feel like the style was not the thing then. Like, dude, even the fucking art, even the fucking like the title, like the title like logo itself looks like
Yeah.
something I would see on like an 80s like thrash metal album or some shit like that, or hair metal album. It's where I'd see it. That could kind of
Apparently, it's supposed to take on 80s pop culture.
Okay, so I might not vibe with it in that regard, but hey, maybe I'll give it. Maybe I'll still give it a fair shake. Maybe.
Well, you don't
Let's
like
see.
you don't like 80s pop culture?
I don't like CG, so I'm willing to. Well, what do you? I mean, I like 80s pop culture. You know what I mean? I like
don't.
Fist of the North Star. Or was that 70s? Is that 70s or
I
80s?
don't care. I could do without it.
Wow! You don't like what's his name? You don't like Kenshiro? You
No.
don't like him?
I don't like buff dude anime though.
Oh, really?
Name one that I've ever been like, oh, that's sick. I love it.
That's a good point. I can't think of one. At least that is fully just buff dudes.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know why they don't appeal to me. I don't think they look cool. I think they look cringy.
I guess it was the style for the time because you rarely see it these days. In fact, you don't even see it.
ever do. You see it in like Baki, or
Yeah,
like
But wasn't Baki
Megalobox.
Who was super buff in Megalobox?
Well, they kind of look buffy.
Really? Nah, man. Like I'm pretty sure. No, because Joe is like this.
Joe kind of looks buff in the pictures.
He does it. I mean, he looks like he's slender. He's a toned, slender man. But I wouldn't call him like bulky. Yeah,
Okay,
like
maybe he's not.
Because when you say
You're right.
that,
No, I'm looking at it now.
yeah, because when you say buff, like I'm thinking of like Tagoro from Yu Yu Hakusho or Broly or fucking
Yeah.
I'm thinking of that. So I can understand it because I too have like it's weird.
I was thinking of Baki, the main character from Baki.
But I think Baki wasn't Baki like from the 90s, 80s? Early, I don't know. I forget. But yes, I could see because I was gonna say that style is pretty much not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
So I could see why. Yeah, buff people is really hard to do. I think the only one that people really vibe with that are super buff is Dragon Ball, essentially. Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, but they're not like
overly.
they're
buff.
not like gross looking.
They're not gross looking.
You know what I
Right.
mean? There's not like DBZ characters are buff. You know, you have like Brawly and stuff like that, and you know, like Super Saiyan 3 Goku and shit, and they're like buff guys, but they don't like accentuate the muscles.
Yeah,
like a buff dude anime does.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you watch Baki, like everything about Baki, they like focus in on like the muscles of the characters. Like it's like the muscles are a supporting cast member.
Yeah, dude. No, so like I think what makes the Dragon Ball thing interesting is the fact that he sometimes like
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo. Yes, Johnny Bravo. I fucking love that. Nah, but the thing about Dragon Ball is that they even you've seen Dragon Ball or not? Like I can't remember if you have you.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so do you remember? Surprisingly, more than you would think, I would imagine. But so in Dragon Ball, it's funny that we say that is because they do talk about when they increase their strength, that form or whatever. That's like, oh, it's like super Vegeta, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Super buff, but super slow.
Yeah.
And so they eventually get to a point where it's like they can remain slender but still fucking punch a hole in the earth.
Right.
So I think it's very interesting that in a way it feels like a transitioning of era for character designs when it comes to strong characters. Anyway, they don't have to be buff all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but I think there's a difference between buff characters, like Tyler said, the guy from My Love Story. He's like a big buff character, and like the senpai from My Senpai Is Annoying. Yeah, he's a big buff character, but it's not a buff guy anime though.
Yeah. No, because like I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about because like the whole show is like the shows you're talking about are all dominated typically by buff dudes.
Yeah, and like I said, like the muscles are a supporting cast member. You know what I mean? Those are the ones I don't like.
Yes. Okay, that's fair. What about how heavy are the dumbbells you lift? That's just the one dude, right? It's just the one. It's not. It's just the one.
I think he's literally the only dude in the show.
But that's the comedic part of the show, though. Like they're using it for comedy, not a focal point of the anime.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So what he's saying is the whole entire show, Tyler. That's what he means. The whole entire show is dominated by buff people.
Yeah.
This is North Star, early JoJo's, Dragon Ball at some points. Baki, for the most part. Kengan Ashura, if anyone has somehow seen that one. Stuff like that. It's just overly super sweaty muscle
buff guys.
Yeah. All
like
out.
just Google Baki and look at the images. You'll understand what I mean by buff.
I have my own personal reasons why I can't watch Baki, and I won't say them out loud.
Why? Because it's gross?
Because it is gross.
No, because
it doesn't give you
a specific person.
Do you feel emasculated? Okay. Yeah, never mind. That's just lift and stop being a
that 91 days or whatever.
91 days is good though. It's a shame.
Don't give a shit. Refuse. Can't.
I know.
Can't even entertain it.
But I will stand by that. I think it's good. Anyway, so that pretty much does it for Anime of the Year. Honorable mentions. There's a bunch we didn't talk about.
Yeah,
but
so many, dude.
So many. Oh yeah, Sunny Boy. Fuck, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
There's so many good shit. Attack on Titan season 2. Yeah.
Just lift and stop being a soft, puffy snowflake, dude. Tyler, I'll beat the fuck out of you next, dude. I'm gonna come over your house, whoop Travis's fucking ass, and then whoop your ass next.
Nick's just like, I'm just about to end this whole lineage right now. Nah, but so there's a lot to like, but there's also some to dislike. So oh shit, 86 Tokyo Avengers, ReZero, Eden Zero, Nagatoro, I'm a Spider. Okay, so I stopped after 3. I'm sorry.
No,
I know
Nagatoro and Spider are good.
No, Nagatoro, Nagatoro is fine. I think it's fine if you haven't read the manga. I think even if you read the manga, it's fine.
I think
it's like one of those.
I think it was good both ways. Yeah, because I read the manga. I liked it.
I think it was fun, but it's like I wouldn't.
It's a shut your brain off anime.
Yes,
it's not groundbreaking, but I liked it.
Hiramashima might have plot holes, but he makes bangers. He makes good characters, and that's as far as I'm willing to push it these days. You might have had my agreement when like Fairy Tail was at its peak, or when Rave Master was still a thing.
Me and Tyler have the exact same top 3.
I know. It's weird. It creeps me out. You sure you're just not Tyler in disguise?
No, no.
Nick is a ditto confirmed.
Just-
Anyway, so yeah, there's a lot not to like. So
Yeah.
we also have some not so honorable mentions. Some
Yeah, what
anime
was-
that we watch and we're not too
yeah,
hype about.
Travis, what was your worst anime of the year?
Yasuke.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Yasuke was bad.
I like, as somebody that likes history and the whole fact that Yasuke is a super cool story.
Mm-hmm.
They
And
decided
they ruined it.
They decided to make
absolutely
it
ruined
6
it.
episodes where they just powered through a bunch of bullshit, and then they
Yeah.
decided to make it super unrealistic where they added mechs and fucking magic.
Yeah.
Why?
They a black samurai is a cool story in and of itself. Just tell that.
Like if you know anything about Yasuke, his story is sick, just as it is itself. And then they're just like, hey, let's add mechs and fucking magic.
Yeah. They couldn't just make a black samurai anime, right? Like they couldn't just do that and have a good black samurai anime. They had to throw bullshit in there and totally fucking ruin it.
You know what? You know what it is? You know what? Because of all that stuff that was thrown in, you know what I think of it as now? It's basically just, to me, a shittier version of Afro Samurai.
Absolutely.
Well,
like, I just go back and watch
yeah,
Afro Samurai.
But Yasuke was like a retainer for Nobunaga. So it's like, why did you have to ruin it? Why couldn't you just do his story?
Right. Dude, and the thing is, there were like they were so like, you know, the black community was so happy to finally get some like solid representation in anime. And then the fucking show comes out and they were just like, what the fuck is this?
It's an
there's a lot of
alternate
people that were not
reality,
cool with it.
16th century.
Oh,
Mix and magic.
Because Yasuke is not only a sequel, but a prequel and a remake.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it's so just like, what
Like you
is
had
this?
to like reinvent the wheel with this.
Yeah, just dude, you had a solid story there. Just tell that solid story. Like you had every opportunity to make this a good anime, and you didn't.
And you done
Like
did.
I just googled Yasuke to see like what people's opinions were, and it's like a black samurai fighting giant mechs is the title. Like that would make me not want to watch it. Not for any other reason other than the fact that I was looking forward to like a traditional samurai show, which you don't
Yeah.
get very often.
Never.
No, in fact, I don't think there has been a traditional samurai anything since maybe Sword of the Stranger. I can't think of one that came after that.
You got to think though, probably that story, you know, traditional samurai story is so ingrained in Japanese culture
They're
that
probably
They're probably sick of it.
they have no reason, you
To
know
go
what I mean,
back.
to make an
Yeah,
anime about it.
which is fine, but why did you
Which
have
is
to add?
totally understandable.
If you're gonna make it something about a person though that was actually real, why do you have to make it an alternate reality?
Right. Right.
I mean, I guess I
could see
would've
like
been-
I could see like making some fantasy aspects to it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right.
Spice it up a little bit. History's not always exciting to everybody. Every samurai based manga that comes out now is usually flops. Yeah.
There's not many good ones.
Yeah. You know, like, yeah, you know, I could see them adding some stuff to spice it up because it's like, you know, like I said, history's not crazy fun to everybody. You know what I mean?
No, you're right.
Yeah, I'd agree.
But I thought that like when I first heard about it, I don't know about other people like what their opinion is. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, Yasuke's super cool. I can't wait to see this. And then immediately they start talking about magics and mech, and I'm like, nope.
Terrible rated 5.8.
5.8 worst.
Yeah, it's ranked pretty bad. Yeah, I mean that's solid. That's a solid worst anime of the year. I'll tell
And then
you
my
that.
second one of shows that people might have actually attempted to watch was The Detective Is Already Dead.
Oh, really? That's your worst?
They tried to squeeze 2 storylines into one, skip parts of each storyline.
I heard it started off good.
It did. So they started
Yeah.
off with him meeting the detective and their story, and then all of a sudden she's dead, which the title is. So you were expecting it, but
Yeah.
they didn't tell you how she died. That she's just dead, and then you find out that some girl has the detective's heart, and they've been calling, like the heart's been calling to him and trying to find him. Blah blah blah. They get into their storyline, and then they start jumping between the two of them, trying to tie them together, skipping key aspects. It went from being like cool and making sense to you're missing a whole fuck ton of detail, and it's just kind of bleh.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get it. It's I don't really know much about that series to begin with.
Yeah,
but...
so like they went the first two or three episodes was the dude and the detective. I don't even remember his name because I'm bad with names, but him and the detective, their story, them solving crimes, and then all of a sudden she's dead, and they're talking about how she has his heart, like she has the detective's heart, and then they backflash to how the detective actually died, but then they keep sprinkling in that girl, and I'm just like, okay, I don't care anymore. I didn't even finish it.
Damn, must have been that bad, huh?
Like it just got so convoluted and boring. Like they jumped around so much, and you could tell that they were skipping stuff. Like the detective have superpowers was like I don't know if they even ever cleared that up. She had a brother. I'm assuming they were born in a lab or something because they didn't look anything alike. And
These motherfuckers, since they ain't twins, they're born in a lab.
no, like they didn't even look like they were related at all. She looked like she had silver hair, and this was like a little boy, like a gender bent boy with black hair.
Oh,
Looked
okay.
kind of like Tanya the Evil, but less creepy.
What's this called? No, play.
You know, petty
I was looking online, and it was unanimously hated. Like
Yeah.
everybody thought it started off really well. And then
Jesus,
it's just-
fucking blurriness.
Oh wow,
So,
damn, dude.
You have the same camera I do, right?
Yeah, what?
It
How
has
do you
an
fix it?
it has an auto focusing problem. So once you fuck
Yeah.
up the focus, it's hard to change it. You got to like turn it off and turn it back on.
Well, shit.
wow.
It is dead.
It is
No.
V dead. You good?
Oh well, I'll just be blurry. I don't know what else to do about it.
Nick became 240p.
So. Yeah, basically. So, oh well.
I remember
All
that
right,
being
it's-
one of
it's
the
back.
reviews.
It's back.
I remember that being one of the reviews when I was looking at them. So,
Yeah. Well, it's all right now.
but yep, those are my two trash shows, or not?
Dude, I going back to to your most hated. Yeah, going back to Yasuke real quick. If you just read the first sentence of what the show's about, it sounds like a great anime. A village in danger, a mysterious child, warring daimyo, the greatest ronin never known, all clash in Japan. Sounds awesome.
Sounds cool. Yeah.
And then you
Sounds like
I'd watch it.
Magic and
Says-
Max.
Of magic and mechs.
Learn the story of the first African American samurai. Well, it's not the story because there were no mechs or magic. So try again, please.
Yeah.
Hey, try again. I beg of you.
My worst anime was Zombieland Saga season 2.
Oh shit. Okay.
Hate
So
it.
was it
It's my
bad
bad.
in your opinion, or it just didn't it didn't carry the hype that the first one did?
It didn't carry the hype that the first one did. It didn't. It just wasn't. I don't know. It just wasn't as good. There's just something about it where it just really fell off, and it didn't really finish anything. You know what I mean? It didn't really answer really anything. It kind of skipped over a lot of the questions that season 1 left. You know what I mean? Like season 1 left off on this massive cliffhanger. Well, not even really a cliffhanger. Just like it just left off at this really good spot where you can definitely continue from. And then season 2 just picks up like way later down the road where like all these other events happen that they don't tell you about. They like kind of just gloss over it. Like, oh, this event happened. So now we're like, we fell off, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, what event? Yeah, it was just a really big letdown. I don't want to necessarily say it was bad. It was.
I think it had its moments. Where it was
yeah.
like it had like flashes of brilliance. I guess is the best. way
Yeah,
to put
yeah.
it.
It had flashes that like reminded you of season 1 and how good season 1 was, but it was just to me was just like the biggest letdown for sure
Mhm. Yeah.
of the season.
Yep.
I mean, that's really it. I couldn't really think of anything else
Mm.
as far as what I didn't
See,
like.
the problem here is with me like picking a disappointing show is anything that disappoints me, I don't make it far enough into to say it was bad.
Yeah, but I think that's why you want to run through it sometimes.
That's why
like-
I actually finished off. Like I wanted to see if like it was just like how I felt about Mars Red, where like the middle was kind of bland and it ended strong, but like the detective was already dead, just was dead.
Yeah.
No, no. I mean, I agree. I think it's why sometimes I will truck through a show if it's not good enough for me to be like, I wouldn't watch this again or even talk about it again after bringing it up a couple times.
Because like a lot of the problem is like some shows I'll watch it all the way through because it's just so bad that I want to see how bad the train wreck is.
Yeah,
But most shows nowadays they're like for me it's either hit and miss or like just painfully average enough that I can finish it without complaining.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Another one is Boruto.
You know, I feel like
die.
we could just make a whole podcast about how much you fucking hate Boruto.
B-Stars.
So why don't
B-Stars
we?
is
So why don't
definitely
we
up
like
there.
B-Stars again?
I think it's stupid.
Oh yeah, why?
I just don't like it, dude. I don't know
like
why. The entire time I'm watching, I'm like, I
Like you're just forcing yourself to watch it at that point.
Yeah, I'm forcing myself to watch it because it's like the thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care about this. What's there to care about?
I don't give a shit about Legoshi.
It's kind of like it's kind of weird almost too. While I'm watching, I feel weird. Like,
really?
So
Yeah,
the
like,
first time I watched it,
yeah, it like gives me furry vibes. I'm like,
so the
okay,
first
it's
time
not-
I watched it, I kind of enjoyed it, and then like I wanted to rewatch it so that I could watch the second season, and I couldn't watch it again. Like it was just super weird to me. I don't know, the character, like Legoshi freaks me out. He gives me the heebie-jeebies.
he's like rapey as fuck.
I mean, he's a wolf, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he's just so rapey to me. I'm like,
Sorry, I'm not an animal. Are wolves rapey?
I mean, they're carnivores. They're fucking carnivores.
I'm
Is that
just
the-
like, yeah, I don't know, man. I just get like mad rapey vibes from Legoshi, and I just can't.
Yeah.
I don't vibe with him at all.
Because he has like those moments because he's crushing on Haru, right? Haru, like the snow bunny.
Yeah.
The Haru, the snow bunny, and yeah, he's carnivorous as fuck. And that's why, like,
and the thing is, if it didn't have that plot point, I would like Legoshi. I like him as a character as a whole when he's away from the bunny.
well, yeah, it's because like the bunny like kind of like triggers like some fucking primal instincts in him.
Yeah, and I just don't like it. I'm like, oh, this is cringe. I don't know. I can't like it's tough for me to get past like to watch an entire episode of it.
Yeah, I mean, I fucking love Beastars. I think it's really good.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
I think it's got some really good storytelling beats outside of. I mean, if you want to look past all that stuff, right? I think the storytelling.
Well,
that's
I
great.
agree.
I was gonna say
I
the
do
story
agree.
is really interesting. I even got Foreigner to watch anime to watch Beastars. Who doesn't watch anime to watch
It was
Beastars?
his first anime to be Beastars.
No,
Right?
his first anime was Your Name.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we made him go to the theater with us.
That's fair. Yeah. No, I don't know. I mean, I like Beastars a lot. I honestly, the only gripe I really had about it was originally it's CG. It's the only thing that turned me off. For a
Yeah,
second.
the CG didn't really bother me too much. Surprisingly,
It's like video
It-
game
it-
CG where
it wasn't too jarring to me. Yeah,
No, it was
Yeah.
good. No, that's what I'm saying. Like eventually,
Yeah.
once I got used to it and it started like flexing when I needed to, I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, this is
I
actually
don't
really
mind
good.
CG in like
Yeah.
rom-coms and stuff like that because
Yeah, but like-
because it doesn't really do much to.
there's not like
to
these
steal
like
the-
strenuous motions and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's
But-
not
but
much
like-
skill.
But like I did like like the drama between Legoshi and like the other characters and stuff like that, like the other carnivores and like the herbivores, like being afraid of him at times and shit like that. And not necessarily and like plot, like all the other like the subplots I thought were interesting. It's just like whenever it comes to, I guess the main plot, where it's like him chasing this bunny rabbit around with a fucking stiff wolfwood. Like I'm just like, I don't vibe with this dude. There's something about it that I just don't like.
Yeah, I think it kind of like pulls away from that later on, but like
Yeah.
I think it's really good. I mean, if you couldn't get into it, it'd just be like that.
Yeah, but I can see why people like it. I can see why it's so popular. It's no surprise to me. It's just
Yeah, no, I feel it. It's I know a lot of people have the same would have the same agreement with you in terms of like they just couldn't vibe with whatever they were pushing, and in that regard, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Some people just didn't like the character designs. Some people really did not just like Legoshi because of how weirdly obsessive he is with Haru at times.
Yeah.
But I think looking past that, it's really good. It's probably one of the better stories that's come out in recent years, all things considered.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see that. So Beastars is the not so honorable mention for Neek.
Yeah. It's up there for sure.
So, I mean, I think for me, fucking the three shows I have are Shaman King, Wonder Egg Priority, and Tactopy Destiny.
I knew you were going to say Wonder Egg.
Oh yeah,
Tactopy kind of surprises me because I thought you guys liked that at the beginning.
How do I put this? I wouldn't say Tactopy Destiny is not something I would say, oh, it's a shit show. More so than when I had heard. I mean, so from what I understand, it's like it's actually a prequel to the mobile game itself. It's not even taking place within, which is fine because it's like that's better than having it be in the mobile game.
I didn't even know it was a mobile game.
I know
it's a mobile game, and the story started off really well, and then it just kind of fell flat. It felt like it was rushed, and
some of the fight scenes look cool.
Yeah, so like the visuals to me were the visuals and the soundtrack were like the one thing that were doing good, but the music for me was like okay at times, and then other times I was just like, eh. I was like, eh. I was like, I couldn't really care.
One problem I have with the show was the fucking relationship with him and Destiny, and then all of a sudden, they're pushing all this character development. Both of them are growing. They're moving towards the end. And then she's gone.
Well, apparently there's a reason for that. That's why I'm saying it's like I think it's because that's where the prequel part of that story comes in, because I guess that plays into what happens in the game.
Yeah, but there was like no closure at all. Like if it's a prequel, she's not even a real character, so you could have came up with some sort of closure. They just kind of just ended it. They were just like, okay, well.
I would not, because I haven't played the game, so
the game's not even out in America. You can't even play it.
I'm saying. So like
I tried to play it because I wanted to know.
Yeah, I'm sure someone's explaining it. There's people out there that have played it that'll explain it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tactopy Destiny, I wouldn't say is like. I would say if you like spectacle and nothing else, yeah, go check it out. That shit slaps. I am not. I would never say that animation was bad by any stretch.
Let's say the animation went too hard for how lackluster the story ended up.
So yeah, but there's like been shows recently where the animation goes hard in the paint and everything else just is not there. Like didn't listeners kind of have the same issue? Like everything was pretty much lining up.
Everything else about listeners looked great, and then the fucking story was trash.
And then Princess Reconnect Redive was like a show that was, I mean, it was kind of funny, but like that animation was way too good. And I was like, and I played the mobile game for an extensive amount of time now. I can tell you, they go just as hard as they do in the mobile game as they do in the anime. So like,
but the story in the mobile game's just as meh as the anime was.
Bro, the animated cutscenes that they do in the mobile game are just as animated well enough as they are in the show. And I'm like, bro, what? I was like, how much money is Cygames just sticking into this thing?
I'm pretty sure that show got a second season too.
It did get a second season. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's like next month. So like, I mean, that's good. I mean, it is popular.
Oh, yeah, it does start next month.
Yeah, I think it's a popular show. So but anyway, that goes back to the point where it's like Tactopy Destiny fucking slaps. It has its moments where it's good. It's like it's almost as you have to take it at an episode by episode basis. So like some episodes you'll be like, oh yeah, this is like anime of the year material. Some other episodes you're like, yeah, this is good, but that's about it. That's all you can say about it. But I wouldn't say there's any episode that's bad. I think it's just because my expectations were a little too high, and I kind of let myself get caught up on that hype train. Just a little.
I mean, with the animation, I feel like it's probably pretty easy to get swept away by it.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I agree.
Because of how good the animation is. So, like, going into it, yeah, I feel like that's understandable to like look at it and be like, oh shit, that actually looks like it's going to be a good anime.
Yeah. So I think it's worth checking out if you haven't yet for some reason. But it's I wouldn't expect like. Good. I wouldn't expect insane, but put it this way: if you like crazy animation and classical music's your cup of tea, you're all in. That's all you'll need. But the story to me was kind of like, a little bit rushed in some areas for me.
Yeah,
especially like in the later stretches of that story, where I was just like, I don't know what the fuck is happening anymore, nor do I care. Like,
they went from like trying to make it to New York to fight the D2s to the fucking Symphony is fucking evil, and the dude has a god complex, to his fucking music arts killing him, to he's gonna write music, to oh look, she's gone.
Would you say it feels like Because Travis, you've seen it, right? So
Yeah, I watched the whole thing
Correct.
because I like the show a lot.
have you seen it, Nick, or no? That's
Wait, what?
have you seen it too, or no?
What
Tactopia
we-
Destiny.
Oh, no. I've just
Okay,
watched
so-
the clips. I haven't
so-
watched the actual show.
Okay, so
I've watched
Travis,
a bunch of clips from it, but I was like, this isn't something I'm going to watch, but I want to, like, see parts of it.
yeah, you
Because
just can't.
like I said, some of the fight scenes were sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
some of them are amazing.
Yeah.
But like, I would say, would you say it's like it kind of has like that same thing that God of High School did, or just stories that like you start in one area and then all of a sudden you're at the end really fast.
They
You're
went
just
across
like, where did we
they
go?
went through across the entire United States. They went from like Las Vegas to fucking New York in like 2 episodes.
Yeah, dude. In some ways, it felt like. I mean, this is a it's a less extreme equivalent of imagine if you're watching Dragon Ball and Goku, you see Goku fighting the Pilaf gang. 2 episodes later, he's fighting Frieza and Namek. You're like, where the fuck did we go? Where was the other? Where was this?
What the fuck's going on here?
How do we go here? So that's kind of like basically what Tactopia Destiny was for me.
Hmm.
But again, I will say it's good. It's good, but it has some really big strikes on it for me.
Yeah.
If you ask me. But yeah, and then the last one is Wonder Egg Priority. I have never felt so sad watching an anime start off that strong and then just absolutely just pooping itself, just flushing itself down the toilet afterwards. I don't know what to say. It made me sad. It just made me sad boy hours because I was so hyped because it was so good to the point where I was like, and maybe Tyler can agree with me if
not here anymore.
I mean, so like I know Tyler would, but I feel like he would agree with me when he said it started off the first like 5 episodes. Holy shit! I was like, dude, this show is like pulling up its big boy pants,
Mhm.
and it's ready. It's coming out to play with the big boys, right? And it's an anime original. Like I was like that's crazy. Like there's no source material to bite off of, right? So it's just basically its own thing.
Yeah.
And then as past episode 5 goes, it slightly starts to wane a bit. But then you're like, all right, anime production issues, all that shit. I can get with that because then they delayed it, and then they're like, we'll come out with the next episode like a couple months from now or sometime. It was like sometime way down the line.
Mhm.
And I was still like hyped because I was like, oh, you know what? I think it can still, stick the landing. It had some shaky episodes here and there, but whatever. The last episode airs, I think it was like an hour long episode.
Right.
The first half was a literal recap. And I was like,
I hate
bro.
that.
I was like, bro. And then the final stretch of the episode, absolutely just like, imagine just kicking somebody in the shin so hard.
Yeah.
They just do like a triple front flip into the dirt.
Yeah, like I
on their-
remember you guys like hyping the fuck out of that show, like you and Tyler, like, dude, it's so good, the story's so good, blah blah blah. And then just like 1 week, you were just like, I fucking hate this show.
Dude, I remember Tyler saying, did you see the last episode yet? And I was like, no. And he goes like, oh my god, no. And I watched it and I was like, oh my god, no. Why is this happening right now? I could not have been. It's one of those shows that is. It's one of those shows where I would so badly want to recommend it, and at the same time just be like, but don't watch this part. Right?
Yeah, literally, you watch it all the way up to the
everything
last
but
two
the
episodes.
last episode.
Yes, but you have to because then you'll understand, right? Because then you'll feel like if you watch only the episodes are good, and I tell you not to watch the last remaining ones, you will now be like, now I'm stuck on this cliffhanger. I'll never get a finish to. That's it, and now I can't.
Yeah.
This is it. What the fuck, dude? I don't know, man. That's one of the most. It might have been one of the most like disappointing endings for me in like I feel like a decade.
Yeah.
Like that's how bad it did not stick its landing. So it is what it is. But I would, because otherwise, even if it had an average ending, it would have been like anime of the year for me.
Yeah.
But it dropped so hard.
I'm surprised you included Shaman King.
Yeah, so
You were looking
Shaman
forward
King
to
got
that.
a lot of bad.
oh, dude,
Yeah,
the
I
thing
heard
is,
it got some flack.
I remember watching like Shaman King. This was like one of those ones where nostalgia was completely like blinding me on that one. So
Yeah.
Well, apparently it has
remember
nothing to
watching-
do with nostalgia, though. Apparently, like the way that they remade
I
it didn't
had
have the
this one
same
fight
energy.
that I cannot fucking catch. I'm gonna kill myself.
dude, it's like One Punch Man. He's trying to clap that mosquito. He
Dude,
can't catch him.
it's-
I saw it. I saw that too. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know. I didn't watch the original Shaman King, but everything I read about it, because I was curious about what it was, said that like it lacks the same energy and like hype that the original series had. Not like
Well,
hype,
that's what
like not like the hype behind it, but like the hype in the show.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because it's like in when I used to watch like Shaman King as like a kid, I was like, damn, dude, this show is super tight. And then when it went away, I was just like, damn, of all the animes to get like reboots, why isn't Shaman King gets one?
Yeah.
Shaman. It's funny because I'd said that in one of the previous episodes, and not too long after I'd said that, Shaman King gets the confirmed reboot, and I was like, fucking sick. I was feeling vindicated for half a second, and then the show sucked, and then I was like, I hate this now. I was like, I can't. It's because like I don't know, maybe it might have been honestly. As I was watching the show, the character designs for me, I was like, the character designs could not have looked this janky. I don't remember them looking this off-putting. And maybe it's like some of the voice acting was like real.
They did though.
Oh, they did.
They did look that janky.
Yeah, dude. I was. Yeah, but like for some reason,
I'm fully on board with the nostalgia rose tint glasses on this one.
Oh yeah, no, that was basic.
To me, I think it got such bad ratings because we were kids, and Shaman King was great when we were kids. But is Shaman King actually good?
That is a good question. And
like, is the original as good as we remember it? That's the question.
Yeah, and that's where the rose tint glasses come on, right? So it's basically just I thought it was good as a kid. I think the concepts are still okay to use in shonen because. It's Shaman King is like another sub. You could put it in like a subset of like anime similar to Bleach, right? Which is fine because I like that shit, but not Bleach. So Shaman King unfortunately kind of just bit the dust on this one, and it's sad because it did get like 50 episodes. So you think it could redeem itself at some point? Yeah, right. It kind of never did. And if it did, it was by then for me. I was like, I'd already dropped it to not really care because I gave it like 20 some episodes where I was like, no.
Because we were all afraid that Digimon 2020 was going to have the same issue. We were afraid the rose tinted glasses were going to ruin the new season for us. You know what I mean? Going into it, like, man, I really liked the first season. Like, you can't beat the original. But then 2020 came out, and it was like, oh wow, this is actually good. Like, it's the same story, but a new, fresh take on it, and obviously new.
It was like an adult. It felt more like an adult take on it, though. It's not like
2020.
Well, no, so
I wouldn't say 2020 so much had an adult feel to it.
But it felt more adulty than the old one did. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's like the Try ones where they're like super adulty.
Yeah, right. Because Digimon Try was made for the adults that grew up watching Digimon.
And I feel like they took that to like the adult people that watched it, like they threw back to them by making it.
I think they gave us a little bit of service. I'll agree to that. I think they gave us some service.
Not a lot, but a little bit more.
But definitely watching it, you can tell that they're catering to a new audience. So they're trying to bring in.
They're trying to like bridge the gap without like catering.
Yeah, they're trying to bring in a new audience, a new group of kids to watch Digimon, grow up with Digimon. But at the same time, like you said, kind of like give us old heads that grew up with Digimon, something to hold on to, something to bite a little bit.
Yeah, I think they did a really good job of that.
Like, they didn't need to open up with the episodes that they opened up with not Gallimon, Omnimon and all that. That was totally for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was for us.
Yeah, that was like this one's for, you 2002 heads.
Because that story was a remake of the movie we grew up.
Yep.
With the first like 10 episodes.
I still remember going to the movie theater getting the fucking Digimon cards.
Right? Yeah. And I had the plastic blister pack. You remember the movie? How it came in that big white plastic blister pack?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it came with the Magnamon card on the inside or whatever it was.
Who was the main villain? Was it Diaboromon?
Diaboromon was the first half, and then it was Cherubimon, but it's like Kokomon.
Yeah, Kokomon. Yeah, he go back.
Yeah, but it's weird because I love that movie. I still love that movie, the American rendition of the movie, right?
I love it. Yeah.
But that does not. But like finding out later that there were essentially two almost unrelated, if not completely unrelated movies. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was free because you know
because
what?
because the first arc was that giant Agumon.
So the first half was technically the prequel to the entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
The second half
because
was
that first third of the movie, with the giant Agumon, that was like the pilot
yeah.
to Digimon. Like that was what they showed to introduce Digimon, and then Digimon Adventure came out and they changed it a little bit. You know, and there was no more giant Agumon.
And then now small little
Yeah.
chibi like
Yeah,
Tamagotchi.
yeah, exactly. So that was like the original before Digimon Adventure came out. That was like, you know, the one shot that they showed at like a film festival.
Yeah. Right. And then the second half was, you know, what's funny? It's the second half is the first chunk of that Dio Boromon because there was a second movie that never came out.
Yeah.
Which was like but that was like the season 2 characters.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the Revenge of the Aboromon.
Yeah.
Right. But they never aired that one. And the third half was the one with Willis. And somehow they connect. You know, I have to admit, even watching it then, I'm like, whoever localized this needs like a crown and like bitches. Because
we're the kids in America. Whoa, dude! Like, you'll never beat the soundtrack.
The soundtrack still lives in my head, rent free. Like, dude,
it was so exciting to watch as a kid.
Dude, it's still exciting to watch now, even if you're watching it for like the animation.
Oh yeah, I love it, dude. I'll go watch. I'll rewatch Digimon the movie probably once a year at least.
It's such a good movie.
Yeah,
it's such a good nostalgia trip.
I still haven't even watched the most recent movie.
It's good, man, but it's sad. It's a sad send off.
I bought the Blu-ray and everything. It's over here. Still in the plastic. I haven't even watched Evangelion yet.
No, but
it is. Sorry. It's a good send off. You know, it's a good homage to end what we grew up with.
Yeah. Digimon 2020 was good. Like, in some respects, I would say like its visuals are better, and that's and it's interesting.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's even more impressive that they decided to keep those old designs, but just modernize them to work with the current technology.
And I liked that they gave the new generation Omnimon to start off.
Yeah, to start off with, they're like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, we give you a bang.
I liked that they gave them that same story that we had, you know, with Omnimon fighting the virus. I liked that they gave the new kids that story.
Yeah. Hopefully that'll spur them to watch like those movies because they're really good. Like they're still really good even by today's standards.
Right.
So yeah. But yeah, going back to Shaman King, it wasn't good.
I can't believe nobody mentioned how good Azure Lane 4, Slow Ahead was.
Oh well, I can think of a few reasons.
I didn't expect it to be good though.
It was actually kind of good though.
If you're an Azure Lane fan, probably.
Yeah, if you're an Azure Lane fan, it's only 8-minute episodes. Like, it's not bad. It's just stupid shit.
It's like that was based off those 4 panels, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm, yeah, the weekly 4 panels, which I read them still.
Mm-hmm. I see them on
They're
Twitter.
just Twitter releases. Yeah, that's what they are. They're Twitter released.
Yeah. Okay, so we have now discussed these things. Our favorites for 2021, our not so favorites for 2021.
Yeah.
So the last thing I want to say, or well, not want to say, but want to delve into is what do you want to check out, or what you would hope for people to check out in 2022, anime or otherwise.
Well, so far, not a whole lot's been announced.
It could be something that came out a while ago. Put it that way. Let's just say like in the new year.
I thought we were just looking for. I think I'm just going to go for. I think I'm just going to go to 22. Like,
okay,
just keep it simple. I'm looking forward to obviously Sono Bistal. Me and Tyler are looking forward to that.
I'm looking at Dress Up Darling, bro. It's going to be a banger.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, Dress Up Darling. That's gonna be a banger, bro. I love the manga. It's so good.
I hope they do her. Well, I hope the way I picture her in my head is done justice by the one in the anime, like Nagatoro.
Yeah. Right. Teasing Master Takagi-san. That's season 3's coming out. Can't wait for that. Fucking Demon Slayer continuing season 2.
Yep.
which I think it like officially started already, right? The 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 5 episodes in.
It's really good so far.
Yeah. So, let's see what else. What else is on this list? Obviously, 86's last 2 episodes are going to be fucking March. That's
Rising
for
of the
winter.
Shield Hero.
I was going to say Rising of the Shield Hero. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is a thing.
You know why
Family.
You know why I'm excited for 2022? I'd never have to hear about Attack on Titan again.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Bro, this final season, I don't like the way they're ending it. I'll never like it. Fuck that shit.
I mean, it is an ending that is, for better or for worse, polarizing. But yeah, it would be the last time anyone mentions Attack on Titan.
There's actually so many manga that I've read that are starting in fucking 2022.
Spy X Family.
Spy X Family.
I am
Ren-san, dude. I love that.
Al Ashi starting. That'll be good. The 3rd season of Ascendance of a Bookworm is coming out. I like that show a lot.
Mm-hmm. Dude, Spy X Family is gonna slap for all the right reasons.
I haven't read it, so I'm coming into it blind. But I see everybody talk about it all the time.
There's
so many slice of life comedies that are coming out next year that I'm super fucking stoked because I love them shits.
I know you do.
Season 3 of the Shield Hero also comes out next year.
I think. I don't know.
Or no, that was just announced. It's not like it
was announced, but they're not. I mean, so far it's in a 2022, but I don't think it's definitive.
Oh, here you go, Travis. Another season of Love Live.
So I just pulled up the later category. This is just stuff that isn't like they don't have seasons yet. Chainsaw Man.
Yes.
Devil is a Part-Timer season 2.
Yes.
Rent a Girlfriend season 2. Overlord season 4. Made in Abyss season 2.
Yes.
Mob Psycho season 3.
Yes.
Goblin Slayer season 2.
Yes.
So many, dude.
Uzaki-chan season 2. Nagatoro season 2. Tanya the Evil season 2. Vinland Saga season 2.
I mean, but are those confirmed for 2022? Is that just a thing?
They're confirmed or some of them are confirmed for 2022.
Yeah, I know. Like Chainsaw Man, Devil's a Part-Timer confirmed.
Before season 2 is 2022. Uzaki-chan's 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Uzaki, okay, sure.
Kami-san season 2.
Oh yeah, season 2, yeah.
Kami-san.
Fucking Love All Play, the Uzumaki.
Oh, Inspector season 2 comes out next year.
Hell yeah! Can't wait to sleep.
Hater, bro. What a fucking
dude. I mean, I love Inspector. It's been so long now. I'm just curious if my interest will still hold up when it starts airing.
Oh, mine won't. I'll watch it though. I'll for sure watch it.
Both parts of the Misfit of Demon King Academy come out next year.
I could not care about that.
Me and Travis like that one.
I could care less.
Blue Lock comes out next year, boys.
I love
Blue Lock.
Yeah, it's okay.
Don't nobody ask for your opinion, so.
Hey man, I listen, man.
I'll ask for your opinion when it comes out. How the fuck did Peter Grill get a second season?
How couldn't it? How could it not get a second season?
El Terrible.
El Terrible. Terrible. Yeah. So
fucking motherfucking that girl's not just cute's coming out.
Yeah, I'm sleeping.
I'm not, dude, because I've read all these manga. So
I'm just drinking some NyQuil.
Aharen-san, like that one.
The announced animes that are
There's a lot. There's a lot to look forward to. It's without a doubt. I think I was saying this to you guys off record, but 2022. If people thought 2021 was slow, I mean 2022 is hitting it in a fucking at a 200. They're just not gonna stop.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot that I gotta watch already. Just between winter and spring of 2022.
Yeah, so there's a 5th season of Yaomushi Pedal.
I'm surprised that's still a thing.
It comes out in October 2022.
I never watched that season 1.
Yaomushi Pedal is interesting. It has its moments where it's like, damn, the animation's too good, but I don't really care about cycling.
Yeah.
So sorry.
That Hime song that he always sings while he's pedaling slaps, bro.
I'm sure it does.
Sasaki and Miyano. That's up Travis's alley.
I think they're doing like a Tiger and Bunny sequel. There's that too. There's like a lot of stuff. Like I'm already high. Like Chainsaw Man and like Spy X Family will already have my attention. Like for that, that's it. Like anything else is
sleep so hard on Chainsaw Man.
I know you will. You know what? I know why.
I feel it coming already,
I know
dude.
why.
I feel me not liking it already, and it's not even fucking remotely out.
You know what though? Pochita, the old chainsaw puppy.
Yeah.
I want it. That's merch.
That's fair.
But no, you know why? Because the hype level for that anime is going to be so high, astronomical. Dude. It's already astronomical. In fact, I'm actually terrified of how much of a letdown it might become because of that. But I can always fall back on the manga.
Wait a minute.
Well, I can always be happy with that.
Yeah, it's too high, dude. It's too high. So I'm just like, I'm probably gonna sleep.
You know what though? You know what, Nick? Though you've been sleeping on it so far, so maybe we'll keep those expectations in check. It's the only. I feel like it's only because I'm bringing it up.
No. Honestly, it's the internet. I'm first of all tired of seeing cosplays.
I was just seeing the easy mocking cosplays.
Yeah, it's so stop.
You know what's funny? I'm a fan of Chainsaw Man, even though I thought Fire Punch was dog shit. But I mean, I don't know. There's something about Chainsaw Man. I think it's just because the visuals for Chainsaw Man for a Shonen Jump, it's a seinen posing as a shonen.
Yeah,
like there is no way that Chainsaw Man deserved to be in Shonen Jump given how violent it got at times. Right. And some of the themes were like, I was like, dude, this is not something I would read as like a 10-year-old. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty intense. Like some of the imagery is like really fucking dark. And that's me though. I guess I have to live up to the edgelord name sometimes. So it's super edgy, but it's super funny. And the main character is like likable in his own weird way. But Uzumaki is something I'm really pumped for.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I thought it was like a Naruto spinoff.
Dude,
no, it's a what's his name book.
Junji Ito book. Yeah.
Junji Ito, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so Uzumaki is definitely not going to be everyone's cup of tea, I'm sure, because it's
going to be very few people's cup of tea.
Yeah, but like that production, I mean, from how it looks, it seems like the studio is really going to handle that story with care. So
that's the thing. You can't just do a Junji Ito property. You know what I mean? You have to put some love into it, or you're going to get some fucking hate.
Yeah. Especially, and like Uzumaki's like I'm pretty sure his most popular series.
Yeah,
so like
for sure. Yeah,
there's no way. Spirals, woohoo! But people are gonna be all for that. Love All Play is like a show I stumbled across yesterday. It's basically just what was that other badminton show? Hanebado. It's basically Hanebado, but like with dudes. I think. I think it's it. I think it's like, but like the animation's like just as insane, and you're like, why? This is badminton. The fuck? Yeah, Devil is a part-timer season 2. I'm definitely hyped for.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, man, dude. Everyone did for 8 years until they announced it.
14 fucking years since the first fucking season came out.
Kuma Bear season 2.
Oh hell yeah, brother! Let's go.
Time to sleep.
That's beats.
Yeah, but that's about
the Isekai Quartet movie, though. I didn't even know there was getting one.
Isekai Quartet. Yeah. Well,
an Isekai Quartet movie?
Yes.
Do you sleep?
I don't know, probably.
All right. Well, that's half. There's a lot to look forward to in 2022. There was a lot that happened in 2021, and I'm pretty sure we've covered a bunch of shows. Some that you may have not even heard of. Some you may have.
Maybe by the end of 2022, I'll actually like Tokyo Ghoul. Probably not.
No, you won't. The second he does that, I'll
maybe
have
if you decide to read it, you'll like it.
Yeah, but... maybe I'll have finished Slime by then too. Maybe I'll have even watched Slime by then.
I doubt it.
Perfect. Goals in 2022.
I doubt both of those things. Yeah, that's your New Year's resolution.
Travis. You know what? If I were to watch all of Slime, would you actually force Travis to watch Tokyo Ghoul?
As long as I don't have to watch Reed, because nobody likes Reed.
Or just read the manga.
Yeah, just read the manga.
How many chapters are there?
There's a lot.
There's a lot, but not like there's not like a fuck ton. but there's a lot.
But there's a good amount.
It's like there is, but there
How
isn't.
many manga chapters are in Tokyo Ghoul?
Yeah, it wasn't too much.
I mean, the way you consume media, you could probably do it in a weekend because you're fucking. You don't.
Oh,
Really
yeah,
read it,
you
you just
definitely-
look at it.
I mean, I'll read it if it's actually good.
Yeah, will you though?
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
think
there's
so.
not that much.
No,
Tokyo.
I
Tokyo.
fit-
100, all 200.
144.
Yeah.
Not that much.
I read all of Aoashi in like 3 days, and that's like 280. So
I'm gonna
but-
tell you right now.
But there's Tokyo Ghoul, there's Redrawn, there's like you got to read all that.
what the fuck's redrawn? Why is it? It's called redrawn, so isn't it the same thing?
I don't know. I never read it. I'm just making you read it.
Oh,
You just have to do it. So I
Yeah,
don't
there's
know.
144 chapters of Tokyo Ghoul, and then
Yeah, Ree's its own thing.
another 180 of Re.
Okay, so it is a little bit over 300.
Oh,
So-
never mind. Redrawn is literally just a redrawn variant of Chapter 1 Tragedy of Tokyo
Ah, okay.
Ghoul. Never
So
mind.
you don't do
Yeah.
that. Well, you can if you want. Yeah, so that's what it is, and but yeah, that's it. That's all we have. It has been fun. We actually, as we come to a close on this episode, the start for season 3, we are trying to, or we're going to attempt to stream once a week now instead of once every other week.
Yeah.
It'll be very interesting.
I ain't doing
Huh?
nothing.
Okay, well, besides Travis, who's just like really, this is his third strike, so Nick's really gonna have to beat him up.
No, I meant like I'm okay streaming once a week because I ain't doing anything. Like it's wintertime.
Yeah.
It's like peak wintertime.
It is.
Yeah, well, the tough part will be
It's
summertime.
peak winter time as I open up my door and it's 53 degrees outside.
Sounds so
Yeah, but it only
good.
gets worse in January. It's always like this
I
in
know.
December.
Dude, it's going to be snow until March. It's going to be snow until March.
Oh, really? You
It'll
come
be
down
like
here, it
middle.
doesn't-
It'll be like middle 50s until like June. Let's be honest here.
Oh, I wish. I wish. It is literally sometimes in the 60s. It's not fair. I want snow.
I took my dogs for a walk today, and I was wearing just like sweatpants and a hoodie. 'Cause it's
No,
kinda
I want snow though.
I
I
want
do
snow.
want snow, but I don't want snow because after snow, dog poop cleanup is always the worst.
That is kind of the worst. Yeah, that is bad. I agree. But I still want snow.
All the snow melts and all the dog poo that like was just getting shit all winter just reveals itself.
It just reveals itself.
You're like, I'm not doing that.
Reveal yourself to
No
me.
chance. I'll let my landlord run it over with the lawnmower. Fuck you.
just add that extra fertilizer.
Yeet.
Yeah, so we'll be streaming hopefully once a week. That also includes any streams that we would do outside of the podcast streams, such as maybe we'll play some Dark Souls. And I mean, if you've been watching me and Nick fucking struggle our asses off through that, then you'll be pleased to know we'll be back to it at some point.
Yep.
And then maybe one day in 2022, Travis will stream a game. I don't know when.
Once I find a game that I actually like playing.
You don't like video games, just admit it. I think that's just a better answer at this point. What video games do you play besides Tarkov?
He don't even do that. He just got back into that.
He did. Though, I'll be fair. He did just get back into Final Fantasy. But is that a game really worth streaming at this point? Not necessarily.
Somebody might like my pain and suffering. I don't know.
Dude, I'm telling you, just play a game that is difficult for you, but not too difficult. And then suffering is entertainment.
Let's just I'll just stream me playing Sekiro then.
Please do. I will, Travis. I would donate to our own channel just to see you play Sekiro. I would give you
I'll pull my
$100,
nipple hairs out live.
dude.
Sick.
Yes.
Is it on
I
Game
will-
Pass? Is Sekiro a PlayStation only game?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. It's on Xbox.
No, it's on Xbox. I bought
It's on
it.
Xbox.
Is it on the Game Pass?
No.
I mean, if you legitimately want to play it and stream it, I'll get. Well,
I have a.
But you
Yeah,
have it
yeah.
on PlayStation. Just stream it.
I could. I forgot I had that capture card.
See, here's the thing, right? Because Travis should know by now that we would hold him to that. We
I
would
was just saying,
definitely.
I would give you my copy of it.
I will. Yes, Travis. I will watch you suffer 24/7 in Sekiro and in real life, but also in Sekiro.
I made it pretty far in Sekiro,
Yeah.
You did play it, and you did get relatively far.
but I didn't pull. Was there a difficulty? I don't remember. Could you change
Nope.
it?
No.
As with all Soul games, you just get good or don't. That is the difficulty.
I tried to play it recently. I think I still have it downloaded.
I think you're the one that bought it.
I am.
So,
because I was hyped for it.
I mean, I have said I would revisit it, but given how long it might take us to finish Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne, that might not happen. And probably for good.
And then Elden Ring, and then blah, blah, blah. There's so many.
Elden Ring. And
Elden Ring.
And fucking, Final Fantasy Kill Chaos. Chaos
Control.
That seems Sonic Adventure game. Anyway, so... but yeah, we'll be streaming a lot more often, I think. 2022, I think, is a year that we will attempt to stream as much as we can. Now that we've really it's been like almost a year since we've really started streaming to Twitch, or just to any platform, really. So we're trying to ride that momentum as much as we can. And hopefully...
The path to affiliate is a tough one. Apparently it's easy, but not for us.
No. Listen, this is what I'm talking about, man. I've said this plenty of times. I think if anyone is going to be a streamer, like, you need to put in some fucking work. Like, the grind it's not as easy as I can pick a video game or anything and I will instantly be a thing. No,
I don't have the gusto for this.
No, you gotta grind like a whetstone. Like,
we're also, all three of us are absolutely terrible at social media.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. No doubt. Well, I feel like I'm terrible.
I hate social media. I don't like posting anything.
I like posting stuff.
I can look on it all day long, but I'll never post anything. I won't even like or retweet anything.
I'll do that more. I'll do that more.
Tim, just delete your personal Twitter and use the 2D Trashcast one. Problem solved.
I want to say delete it because we get, that's a free fucking retweet, but
but you know what I mean. Make it your primary.
Like, I need to get back into it. I was using it a lot for a while, and then I just kind of like fell off.
I might just use it as my main and start fucking spamming shit.
Well, sometimes it be like that,
because I don't use my own anymore. Doesn't I don't really look at Twitter all that much.
No, and you know what? Streaming in and of itself, people are just like, "Oh, you play video games? You trying to make that a job?" I'm like, "Bitch, play Dark Souls for like 6 hours."
Everybody fucking plays. Everybody's a streamer nowadays. What you mean?
Bro, people can't tell me that you can just stream Dark Souls for more than an hour and not feel mentally dead inside. So you know what? You try me. Play Tetris for like 2 hours. Try that. That's hard. Fucking yeah. So we'll be trying to stream more often. But yeah, that's basically it. For those who have showed up, thank you for checking out this episode of 2D Trashcast. And if you're a veteran, thanks for coming back, I guess. I don't know why you did. It's me, your boy, Studio Mappa's new employee wellness inspector. And with me, I had 2021's worst anime watchers, Nick and Travis.
Thank you, guys. Don't forget to follow us on our socials at YouTube and on what's that on Twitter.
Yeah, we're also on Apple.
We're
also on Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify.
And maybe Travis will make a Fansly account for us at some point. We're thinking about it, just for Travis.
Yes.
But yeah, so the next time we see you, we in the new year. So happy New Year to you all. And with that, we will see you guys next time.
Peace.
I want to try something before we leave.